What's going on, family? Sorry I started a little late. I had a little technical difficulties. I think I fixed it. So welcome um to Man's Talk tonight. We're gonna talk about toxic masculinity. I'm gonna play a sound so us brothers could talk about and other issues that we're gonna talk tonight. All right, so what I'm gonna do, let me see, we get these people in. I'll invite some people on and everything. So while I'm talking, I invite some people on and everything. So um come to the panel. Um, so I'm gonna go let me get these announcements out the way so I could gonna get this thing cracking. Um Good evening, welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the underrated one, the grinder. Also, Chef JT, not just chefing in the kitchen. I be chefing up information. Welcome. Also, if y'all want to know, there's a links I'm gonna put out. Excuse me, the links I'm gonna put out. Yours truly, Jerry Thomas. That's my Facebook page, my Facebook group, all in caps. JTNVP, thinking for ourselves. That's in caps. That's my Facebook group. Also in caps, my Twitter account at JTBlackman44. And last almost slipped my mind. The underrated darkness, underrated darkness, lower caps. That's my Instagram account. So y'all got the links now, so y'all could come on and get on. So So what's going on, brother? How you feel? Hello? Hello?
Talking to me, JT?
Yeah, I'm talking to you, bro. How you feel?
Okay. I'm good. I feel much better than yesterday. Thank God, you know. Yeah, everything good. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, how you feeling today, brother? How you feel today?
I'm better.
Okay, good.
I'm better.
Good, good.
Yeah. Hey, what you were saying, brother?
All right. I was looking at CNN. They had some breaking news. The FBI had just opened up an investigation into whether President Trump was secretly working on behalf of Russia.
That's collusion. That part of the
You
solution.
heard that?
Yeah, I heard. Yeah,
You
I
heard?
heard it. I heard a little bit of
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
yeah. It just came
that's
out.
that's gonna, that's gonna come in. That's gonna come in right on time of toxic masculinity.
Yep.
But I got another sound that I'm gonna play. I'm waiting for some more brother, waiting for some more men to get on the panel so I can
Okay.
play that. You know,
Okay.
yeah. So Jacquel, I want you to get on the panel. You a man? Come on to the panel. I'm gonna send you the link right now, brother. We dealing with some things tonight. Here's the link, brother. Come through. Come to the come. We gonna stick to the issues tonight. Gonna stick to the issues tonight. Welcome, Jacquel.
Peace, bros. How y'all boys doing, man?
And we all right. We good. I'm much better. I wasn't feeling good earlier. I usually start like 9 o'clock, but I had to rest a little bit and then little technical difficulty. I had to fix that, so we good. And I wanted to start at 10 o'clock. Always prompt, but certain things happen, so I'm gonna start a little late and everything. Nope. So
Oh, well, I'm just
I'm
glad to see
glad.
both of y'all brothers here and in good health. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we appreciate you, brother. You bring stuff to the table. You
Peace,
know what I
brother.
mean? So,
Peace, big bro. How you, man?
All right, my brother. How you feel today, man?
Oh, man, I'm
all
good,
right,
man. I'm good. I can't complain about a thing, man.
That's
all right.
right. That's right.
Hold on, fellas. All right, I'm gonna get you in right now. Watch out for your link. So the FBI is going for Trump. You mean Orange Crush 45, right?
Yes, sir. Tangerine.
Sim.
What's going on,
Você
brother?
quer ouvir
Ouvir?
eles?
Não, eu não entendo nada.
Pouco tempo, porque eu vou. Hello, peoples.
Peace, brother Art. How you doing, my brother?
Peace, brother. Peace.
Peace, yeah. You gonna wait
Yeah,
for
I'm
some
over
more?
here. Here, got my little quick time I can put in, but as you can hear the little sizzling in the background, I'm making food for the family.
Okay.
All right, all
Okay.
right.
Yeah, I'm over here
All right.
cooking too myself, bro. So I know how it is.
Oh,
Yeah,
Art, you cooked it out, right? That's messed up, man. I thought this brotherhood, man. You ain't.
yeah, man. But I can't lay next to the brothers, so I got
Oh,
got to lay next to the missus.
look, I got version is. I can't even stop. No, I just messing with you. I was gonna cook a little something, but I changed my mind. I didn't feel it. So I give it to your Sunday.
Yeah, I'm putting a little time in because it's a duty. Got to put that duty in for the brotherhood too. So I
Yeah,
ain't tripping, but I'm spreading it out. It's called time management.
that's right.
Yeah,
And that's what we gotta work
yeah,
on as brotherhood. Time
yeah,
management is very essential.
yeah. Brother in need, you got to put time in this brotherhood thing. So it ain't
Yeah, that's
it ain't
right.
ain't no temporary thing at all.
Ain't no
This is
temporary
real.
thing. Now, if you remember Wednesday, you remember the sound bite that I played?
Oh yeah, with Terry Crews.
I'm gonna play that in a few minutes again. But I don't want you to tell. I don't want you to say it yet. I want the other brothers to hear it. All I can
Okay.
say is very disturbing.
Yeah, brother.
It's very
It is.
disturbing, brothers. And so So that's like the main topic tonight. But we're gonna talk about other issues. And what I want tonight, I want to talk about toxic masculinity. But I thought about has some issues to other issues, but I'm gonna leave that next week. We're gonna build up sub topics of that.
Right.
We're gonna build off that. So that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to, after we talk about toxic masculinity, we're going to build off that tonight. And it's going to be like some subtopics or some questions about it. And we're going to build on that. And we're going to like really like, we have to talk about that. This is something that cannot go unnoticed no more.
You're here.
So I'm
You're
waiting
here,
for some
brother.
more brothers to come in because I don't want to go backwards. All reliable. Thanks a lot. So
Yeah, black YouTube got to work live things out like the TV guide. Like they got to do it in slots so that because I think a lot of people have the same subscribers,
I think we
same
all just
viewers.
gotta network a little better. So like whenever the brother underrated daughters, but brother JT goes on, or like any one of y'all brothers that like somebody like me, y'all could go like network with y'all friends via Facebook and send a link to wherever y'all live and stuff like that.
Yeah, because the stuff
yeah.
that I mean, a lot of you guys lose out on valuable information that people could be listening to, but they're on some listening to some other stuff. So we got to find some way to get this stuff out. Get the information out.
Yeah. Well, what I see, but this what I was doing, brother, all along. I'm trying to like pick a time that like nobody don't go on that time,
Hmm.
and that's what I do. But at times, there be other brothers get on, you know.
What's hard though is that you guys are in different time zones. That's
Mhm.
difficult.
I
Very
mean, that
difficult.
plays a factor in it too, the time zones and whatnot. But a lot of people just so infatuated with drama, they don't really look for no real stuff no more. So
Yeah, there was some
And
drama this
also,
week.
also too, I want to talk about this next week too. There are other people that they don't want to search out. They don't want to. They don't want to search out. They just comfortable where they at.
Hmm.
They're not like us. We go wherever we find information that impact us. That's where we at. A lot of us as a people, especially brothers, I mean sisters, yeah. Well, we ain't talking about tonight, but brothers, some of us we too comfortable. And then when you see you see like another channel, like some like we do man talk. It's like nah, we ain't gonna get on that because they not talking what we talking instead of just get on the panel let's build. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're just making positivity more popular. I mean, I'm always on board on that agenda. So, support, growth, healing, all kind of. I'm there. Because whatever I know, everybody don't have the same. See, see, uh, everybody doesn't have the same. What do you call it? Feelings or the same. How can I say? Well, I would just say this. What works for me doesn't work for everybody, but it works for some people,
Mm-hmm.
and so vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, no. So
It,
I'm
it,
like, you got to make sure that at least have everything available, just in case, because somebody's going to need that. Matter of fact, what we're doing tonight may save a few lives,
yeah.
but they ain't gonna tell you.
Mm-mm. No.
So this stuff is key.
I appreciate you know what, and I'm glad you said that, brother, because that means a lot to me because it's not about me, it's about us as men, especially us as black men. You know, I feel there is a void, as brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? That I told some men, I said, listen, I know at times on Friday you cannot stay on for a long time. And but at
Yeah.
least do something like what I do. I try to, if it's impact me, I try to stay at least about maybe give me 15, like 25, 30 minutes. At least I was there. But
Yeah.
but the sad thing about it, us as brothers, we don't want to do that.
No. It's,
I'm telling
you
you,
gotta remember, a lot of it's been. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
we we set in our own ways. We are.
Yeah, a lot of it been raised by single moms, man. And that's no shade on single moms, but there is
Yes,
a dark side to it.
it
I mean,
is.
let's just keep it real. We,
It is. Right.
sometimes, we some of us be in the house, so we had to watch the soap operas with mom until cartoons came on.
Mhm.
I mean, we had sometimes the stuff that mom is talking about how men are no good. We hear the conversations when we're playing inside the house. Some of this stuff does, get into your subconscious, and for some reason you sort of like subconsciously reenact some of this stuff, but you're a man. So therefore that's another step of you going farther away from manhood. That's why you have this thing called masculine or toxic masculinity, because basically it's a misappropriate term of to even try to define masculinity, especially when you're dealing with black men. We're the low hanging fruit.
Mhm.
But I could say more, but I know people want to talk on the panel here.
Mm. So what I'm doing right now when I'm talking to your brothers, I invite some people, because when I tried to do it before, it wasn't going through. Yo, what your brother, Jaquel and Muhammad's the one. I want you to build on what brother Art has say.
Oh, I think you make an excellent point. I was raised in a single parent household. My mother raised me. You know what I'm saying? And it took a while for me to actually understand masculinity and stuff like that. But luckily, I had a mom where she was able to balance out that, yo, you ain't no punk. She put her hands on me and stuff like that. Like if I was too soft, like come crying in the house for playing football, get hands put on you for stuff like that. She wouldn't downgrade my dad in front of me and stuff like that. My dad wasn't there for me till I was like 14 when I met him. She never downgraded my dad, none of that. She never spoke ill of him or none of that. So a lot of the man I am today, I learned from her and some of the OG from my surrounding areas. And that's why I think OGs are important. They have to step up to be some of these young pups, unks and stuff like that in the hood. We don't have too many unks like that in the hood no more or in life period. You know what I'm saying? So I think the brother said a mouthful just now, though. He said a lot of facts just now.
Now, and let me ask you a question. In your age, how does it apply to you? What Art say of your age as a man?
It applies a lot. I remember at one point in time, it was cool to have a baby mama to the point where I remember one conversation I had with a female. Like all my friends was like, "Yo, I got a baby mama." They would brag on having a baby mama before they actually had a baby mama, and I thought that was always odd to me. So when a woman finally asked me to, she was like, "Yo, can I be your baby mama?" I was like, "No, I could never be your baby dad and stuff like that. Like I'm not on that. I want a wife and I want the mother of my child, but I don't see no future with you like that." But a lot of us are weak in my age group and younger. A lot of us are weak, wearing skinny jeans and sagging and all kind of stuff. I don't even see people my age or younger even doing outside activities no more. They don't even barbecue on the block no more and stuff like that. That's crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
But you give them a microphone, they'll rap about everything about a woman, talk down on a woman.
Yeah,
It's, it-
brother.
it's, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Give them
I
a
wanted you.
microphone and pen and pad, they just
Nice.
go all over the place with it.
Yeah, I wanted to. Yeah, I like that you touched on that. What are you in your 20s or 30s, brother?
I'm 31. Yes, sir.
31. And see the part that's so powerful, how you talking, you're acknowledging it. A lot of people your age act like nothing's going on. Ain't nothing wrong and everything is normal. And I'm like, how do you know what normal is if you haven't lived long enough?
That's a
You know?
fact. That is a huge fact, sir. Continue. I didn't
Yeah.
mean to cut you off. I just had to chime in. I felt that one.
Yeah, because we make mistakes so you don't have to.
Yeah,
we the one with the cuts on our arms. We the one with the burn marks. We showing you the burn marks. But it's like, okay, well, the dysfunction. I think part of my generation too. Me and because I mean, even though I kid with JT, we're not too far apart. We had some situations like that too, but I think the margin has widened over the years because the stuff that we were supposed to learn at 18, we probably learned at what, 24, 23. Right now, the stuff that people supposed to learn in this generation at 18, they learn at 30, 31 to 32.
Yeah.
Sometimes sometimes you're hearing people um like that's in their 30s sound like they're in their teens. Even my own son was listening like how old is this guy? My son, okay, my son's a teen. So if he recognized this, so and then I don't think it's natural. It's something going on in like, food, media, air, all this stuff is affecting natural growth within our men and our women.
I
And
definitely
so,
blame the media with it. I definitely blame the media.
yeah, because I'm not going to sit there and villainize my little brothers, talk down about them, say all kinds of crazy things disparagingly about them, because basically they've been dealt a hand that they have to work their way out of. And right now, they even get message that the elders are the enemy. There are some elders that's on that crap. I ain't gonna get,
Right,
hey,
right, right.
some of them
I
on
put
that
it to you
crap.
like this
But
though. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut
uh,
you off.
yeah, because I was just gonna say, I'll wrap it real quick. I was just gonna say is that, but at the end of the day, you still got between the mailman and they both in the neighborhood, but you know what is it that you are noticing that you would use to make it from A to B? What are you using? What tools are you using? Because you got it, but unfortunately, the media is like the one that's whispering in your ear. Like you said, brother, the media is telling you go left instead of right. The songs are telling you go down instead of up. And then at the same time, after you're getting those messages, you're finding ways to make sure you stick to it and make it work, even though deep down inside it don't work. So I just sit back and let you give us some little wisdom, brother. So I can sit here and talk all day and listen to y'all.
Thank you, bro. That was a lot. That was powerful.
Okay, Muhammad's the one, because Art, Muhammad's the one. He older than me too. So, Junior Elder, come in.
Salute,
He
OG.
said junior elder.
Hey, Junior Elder.
Yeah.
Salute, brother Muhammad.
Yeah.
We're just playing, brother.
Oh,
Please don't take it to heart.
Now he laughing because I called one time. I said, "Come on,
brother.
Junior."
And I'm gonna have to pick. Yeah, y'all are crazy. I'm gonna have to back so good. Yo, I take it in jest.
He's breaking up, man. Breaking up.
No, but I have to piggyback off of Art. You correct 100%, and my man here, Jaquel. My mother raised all four of us by herself. After she got divorced from my pop. The thing about her though was she always had like this nonsense attitude that she always had work ethic in her, and so we always kind of like was guided by that. And, man, I remember one time I had an instance where JD, you remember Black Spades game, right? Back then?
Yeah.
You remember
Black
Blue
Spades?
Spade?
Did you say Black
JD?
Spades?
You hear me?
Yeah.
Hello?
We hear you, brother. We hear you,
Hello?
brother. I was trying to see if you heard said Black Spades or not.
Hello?
We hear you, though, brother.
Hello? What's wrong with this? Hello? Hello? Yeah, the Black Spade. Yeah. So they were recruiting, right? So, okay, so they were recruiting in my neighborhood. And it so happened, my mom just happened to walk past coming home from work. So they said, yo, man, you want to get down with us? Get down into this game? I said, fellas, I would love to, but there's only one thing wrong with that. They said, what's that? I said, see that woman across the street? I'm more afraid of her than all of y'all. You understand? So, you know, she taught me so much, man, that it was crazy. And it's kind of like I ran with it. And everything that became today goes to her credit-wise. But the thing about it, though, even though her and my pops divorced, whenever he shipped in town, she always tell me to go see him. So, like, there wasn't no animosity between them because
Hello?
I think he got a bad connection because he kind of
Yeah, you
breaking
got
up
a
on
bad
my end.
connection.
He might have to bounce out and bounce back in.
Yeah. Mom at the one, we can't hear you. So drop off and just come back in.
I got a gist of what he was saying, though. I got a gist of what he was saying, but I couldn't really make out all of it.
All right, you can go ahead. Any of y'all can go ahead.
No, I'm just waiting on the brother to come back. I like to hear knowledge from the OGs, man. I'm just waiting for him to come back.
Okay, we cool. Well, I'm gonna talk,
I'd like to chime in a little bit though. Is that like I don't know if the young brother heard this before, but when you go in the barber shops or you see a whole bunch of brothers or you got your father's friends around and they say, "Hey, young brother, what you know good?"
Yeah.
Man, people don't understand. That's usually the most powerful question you can ask a young brother, because when that brother answers the question, I don't care if he discovered that, Hubba Bubba came out with strawberry along with grape. It's still information. Then the key thing is when you hear the youth giving a whole spiel about what they have learned, those are jewels in itself. So I'm always encouraging that the youth, if you know something new, if you know something good, I know there's a saying that the young doesn't teach the old, but if that's the case, the young rejuvenates, and the young kind of reminds the old of what they lost. I don't care if it's a computer. If you're teaching the old on how to use a computer, you're really reminding the old that the computer is used from the human body and the human brain. But the fact that the young is taken a little further, it's giving the old something to think about that, hey, this is my future. I'm looking at my future. I'm listening to my future. So it's very valuable. The only time that you get a little pushback is if you say, if you try to say stuff like, drugs are good, stuff like that, or
Right,
it's healthy to kill somebody. You get some pushback. But other than that, I'm always encouraged. If you young and you got something to share, you know, first you deal with the elders as far as I would say this because I would probably share. Did Muhammad come yet? Because I can't even see my phone.
Nah, he not here. He not here yet. He just bounced out. He'll be back in a minute.
I sent him the link back.
Okay, so what I always did, I asked the elders questions before I do a lot of spilling because sometimes I want to make sure that I didn't really, because sometimes you discover things and you assume that you're the first one that discovered it. Don't you, man, don't you know that such and such, if you kiss a girl that you feel kind of oozy inside and all that. And the older brothers just laugh like, look at this dumb brother here. No, I really felt it. You guys don't understand. And these brothers already knew this stuff. So the whole thing is that it's always good to confirm, ask questions. And then the best part and even though if you ask the questions, some of the brothers they kind of lead you on. No, man, I don't know
Right,
what you're talking
right,
about. Go
right.
ahead and explain it to me. And they know they know what's going on, but they want to hear from you. So whatever comes from the young, that's going to always be jewels. But at the same time, you got to make sure you don't reinvent the wheel, because that's the key of growth, I think. But I will mute. I want to hear some more. I want to hear some wisdom. I want to hear
All
some
right,
stuff
all
too.
right. Muhammad's the one. J Dog, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna put you on right now. Watch out for the link. Welcome. Muhammad's the one. Muhammad's the one.
While you are waiting, I'm making fish chili,
Behind the others that were.
and
Can
I'm
you hear me?
using. Oh, go ahead. Never mind. We're done. I'll tell y'all later.
You hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, brother. We hear you, brother.
Ooh.
No, I said I'm making chili
Wow,
out of
that's down.
fish, and I'm doing the little fish sticks. I make chili
Oh,
dogs. I make chili cheese dogs out of that, but with fish. But go ahead.
Oh,
God, he disappeared again.
I think YouTube just bugging.
I think so.
yeah.
He must got some very valuable stuff to share, and YouTube is not letting him share it.
Well, that's the darkness. I don't give up easily. So
Well, can you get the young brother on before they take him too?
go ahead, Chuck. Go ahead, Chuck. Well,
He gonna
Nah, I'm
disappear,
here.
man.
I'm
On us.
here. Yo, I'm here. I ain't going nowhere for no. I ain't going nowhere no time soon, man. But basically, I want to touch on something earlier. Basically, referring back to the brother UD's question. As far as my generation, like the crack era and the Clinton era, that devastated us a lot
There you go.
because I remember back in the day. I wouldn't say we stayed in a rough neighborhood, but we stayed in a neighborhood where you had regular folk and you had street folk. Now, if the street folk would see you doing something you ain't had no business doing, they will correct you. Or they'll put you under the wing and be like, look what I gotta go through. Every time they caught a case, they'll tell you why they caught the case, what they're going through with the case, how they might beat the case, and if they don't beat the case, why they didn't beat the case and stuff like that. We don't have that no more. Because I remember a time I was about to sell crack one time. A dude fronted me some crack. Little did I know that a dude, he was like a family friend of ours that helped raise me. He used to babysit me when I was younger. I didn't know that he supplied the one that fronted me the crack. So my OG pulled up on the corner I was about to start selling on, and he robbed me. He was like, I catch you on this block again, I'm gonna beat your ass. That saved my life. that saved my life. I don't think we have no OGs like that no more. Now it's all about, I'm gonna put you to work. You gotta go put in work. You gotta do this and do that. But my OGs, like, they were like, yo, you good in basketball, go do that. You good at schoolwork, do that. Like, nobody encouraged you to even be intellectual no more. They were like, yo, you like to read, pick up a book. Yeah. Like, they made it cool for me to be a nerd, if that makes sense.
Just to interject a little bit, brother, you know, a lot of these OGs are teenagers now.
Facts. Yeah. That's
a lot of them
fact.
are teenagers. But go ahead, brother.
Oh, I was done. That's basically all I had to say. But you're right. A lot of OGs now maybe be in their 20s.
Yep.
But once they catch a jail, exactly. Once they catch a jail case or something like that, and they go to jail for a little while, they come home, they're OG.
Yeah, that's true, man. That's true. That's what that hustle, that seemed like that hustle and flow thing. That's what that was about. But yeah.
Welcome, J Dog.
Is that J Dog in the house?
Going?
What?
How's it going?
It's going. It's going. I'm making my stuff too spicy, but it's going.
I was just watching an interview with Gab Talk Media, and he was interviewing O'Shea Duke Jackson. Plus, at the same time, I was also preparing for an upcoming live stream that I'm doing tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. But I'm glad to be here with everyone. I saw what the topic was about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gonna get into that in a few minutes, J Dog. J Dog, we gonna get it because there's a sound bite that I'm gonna play. I believe Muhammad's the one heard it, and I heard it. That was I think one of the last Wednesdays, and we gonna chime into that, and it's gonna be some subtopics with that tonight. We just shoot the breeze and everything for now. I'm trying to, because I like when I start this conversation, I do not want to wait for other brothers to get on. No, I'm not doing that. So I want to be fair. So other than that, we still building as men. And so is Gab still on his channel? And he's still
the interview is over.
Okay.
Yeah, I came in when he was wrapping it up, so.
Okay.
So that bought me time to put a little stuff on the stove.
But Muhammad the one.
Uh-oh. Invasion of the body snatchers.
Muhammad's the one.
Yeah.
But hello?
Yeah, I heard him. Somebody got a mute. Somebody got a mute. We hear you. Somebody got a mute. Now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean.
Go ahead. I gotta take this call. Go ahead, brother Bill. I'll be back.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you, bro. We got you.
Okay. Yeah, so I was saying it was my mother that was the influence because the younger of 4 siblings, so and just like you, Mother Jaquel, like the hardest of dope fiends. We used to go out this morning. They said, "Boy, I said, go on to school." They said, "Good. Don't be like me and get your ass to school." You know what I mean? Always those influences. You know what I mean? So it was a different time then. You know what I mean? It was a whole different area. But everything was attributed to my mom. I had to give her the most, utmost, and respect. And because she was like a workaholic. I mean, like sometimes I talk with my older brother, and he says, but sometimes I felt that mom didn't give us the love. I said, well, she go out and work for us. You know what I mean? So until we were to get older, you know, she gave as much of as she could, but at the same time, she had to, you know, she had to do dual responsibilities, you know, because, you know, with my father leaving, she could have put us all in the system. She had every right, you know, and she didn't. So, you know, I'm like, wow, you know, and she held us together as a family, and the way we came up, you know, that's the way, you know. So all that it goes to her, you know. And listen, man, I do anything, you know, for that woman. I mean, she's no longer with us. I do anything for her, man, at that point, you know, all the way until she till that breath. You understand?
Oh yes, sir. Definitely, most definitely.
Yeah. So that was the thing, you know? And so we start keeping life and stay around and, you know, just be on street corners. You know, go do something with your life. Go do. Yeah, go do something. So he's always playing for a team, you know, or playing ball, going here, going there, you know, and the teams I would travel with, you know, and this, that. So it turned out to be a good thing for me, you know what I mean? And then I was able to turn that as I got older to work in the community, you know, with young ones, you know what I mean? So you just try to do the same things that you got when you was a kid. That's all. And just give back. That's all. You know, that's it for me. So, you know.
See, I said, see, for
back
me,
on that note, you know. So, yeah, man. Yeah.
I said for me.
So that's how good, fellas.
Hello? Can you hear me?
He passed. Yeah, we hear you. We hear you.
Oh, see, as for me, I was raised in a two-parent household, but at the same time, me and my father was never really close. So when I played basketball, when I did other things, he was not really interested.
Yeah,
so
I'm bad to you.
You breaking up bad.
Man, they just keep messing with the communications.
Yeah, well, you know how it goes. You know how it goes.
You two owe me a fade. I need my fade because he was talking. I need my fade with YouTube ASAP.
Yeah, they always do this with some of my live streams or with some people that I invite in the panels of my live streams. The bad connection and stuff like that. I'm like, seriously, you having this problem? And you know what? It could be throttling too from the ISPs. The net neutrality situation has allowed ISPs to throttle, so it could be a throttling situation.
Well, you know, we gonna work this out tonight. We're gonna work this out tonight. Don't worry about it. But like I was saying, I was raised in a two-family household, so it was okay. But the thing that I can say I was struggling with, that I didn't like, my late father was never really close. So when I played basketball or things I was in, he was never into it. But I understood how he was raised. But my thing was this, that when you have kids, you got to give yourself to make it better. And I could say like the last year and a half of his life, that's when he was thinking, that's when we started getting close. He said, I'm sorry, I wasn't there. It's too late. At that time, I was going on 23. So that's why I always emphasize brotherhood. That's why I always emphasize brothers. You know, stay with your kids. You know what I'm saying? Even though, like, if that certain women do not want you, you fight for it and everything. Because throughout the years, I had to find that male nourishment somewhere else. Now, a good thing, I was raised as Jehovah's Witness. I had the spiritual aspect, and also at the political aspect of the Black Panther system. So to a certain extent, it filled that void. But ain't nothing like to have that nourishment for your father.
You
And
right.
you know, go
You right.
games. You know what I'm saying? Because many times my father only came to one game, and he was in the area. All my games I played, everything like I used to battle people about history. Now he was into that. He said, "Yo, you ain't gonna touch my son to that." And then also like, you know, to talk about sports, to break down every sport and everything, break down our history. He enjoyed that, but what really was there, what I really needed, I ain't been saying no pat in the back, but the presence there, like when you had that eye-to-eye contact. A lot of people don't understand as a man, as a young man, had the eye-to-eye contact, you know, that part of nourishment. I call that visual nourishment. And that goes a long way. I didn't have that. So throughout my life and everything, I always would believe by breaking cycles. And you know, and I think that one day in the near future, that we have us as men, we got to deal with that too. Because sometimes that visual aspect means a lot. That part of nourishing too. The presence is there, you know, good job. Yo, you can work on something. Have that conversation. You know what I'm saying? After you get off, you don't have to like rush home. I think I go. No, let me take that back. I think in my own way, my father, like I said, I was raised a Jehovah's Witness. So like I said, I had a spiritual aspect, and we used to go out field service. So he know I like cheeseburgers and fries, some milkshake or soda. So I guess that was his way of bonding. You know what I'm saying? Communication or nourishing. But for me, it wasn't enough. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, it sounded like he just wasn't good at showing affection as well. Like,
right. At the same time, I talked with moms about it, and you know, you gotta understand, you know, he came in hard times. He was born in late 1920s.
Right.
At that time, that's, you know, it's hard. But at the same time, though, too, to me, it's like, yeah, I can understand that. That's why for me, it's like, tell brothers, I don't care what times you in. Go off your kids, man. You know what I'm saying? They need you. Don't let this oppressed world tell you that the father don't supposed to be in the house. Don't let them tell you that.
Please don't let them tell you that. Please don't let them tell you that.
Told me that. You know what I mean? My lay pot told me, he said, yo, you raise your kids, you stay home. You even know, like, when it gets hard. You know what I mean?
I tell you like this, man. Like, if you could sit up there and you could witness the birth of your child, that's like the most beautiful thing in the world that I ever witnessed in my life. That's the most beautiful thing I ever seen, yo.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real with your brothers, man. When my father was dying, I let him have it. I said, I'm glad you was there. I'm glad you was, you know what I'm saying? He came to my graduation. I'm glad you was there, but you was not there.
You needed that conversation. Yeah, you needed that conversation. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? I had to, you know, he has to hear that. But for me, I had to break that cycle too. He said, be better than me. Don't repeat it. And that's life lesson. You hear what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. He left you with a gem. He left you with a gem.
But understand what I'm saying is, as my father and everything, he was stubborn. He was stubborn. He didn't want to say, he ain't gonna let you say. But for him saying that mean he was a lot. Now, was it in crisis times? Yeah. But that was a judo. You know what I mean? Be better than me. Sometimes us as men, we learn things from like 30, 40 years. Sometimes be too late. You know what I mean?
Right.
But at the same time, it probably be too late for him. You know what I mean? but it's never too late for that son. You know, and that's what like I guess that's why I want to read. That's why I am what I am right now. That I always push brotherhood ever since I was younger. I always push brotherhood. I always push it. You know, we gotta grind, but it's just that for me that why it's like we as black men, I'm talking men, period. We just cannot just get together. It's got to be one group there, one group there. Why we just cannot? I'm not talking about us as black men. Why we just cannot understand that? Yo, it don't have to be status. You know what I mean? And I think that's division right now. Even you look at social media and throughout YouTube.
Well, us as men, pride is a huge factor for our downfall as far as being a brotherhood. Like our pride, too many different ideologies. We always want to be right. We don't like to be wrong. We think we know everything. Especially for me being younger, it's hard to get along with different men. We got testosterone levels different and all that there. So I feel what you're saying. Like I always ask myself that same question. It's like y'all can invent all these beautiful things. Y'all could jump as high as the Eiffel Tower, but y'all can't find a way to get along. And that always baffled me from since I was a puppy. So I get exactly what you're saying.
And you know, it's like I say this, you know, J Dog and but you know, Jacquel and all right, and she stay asleep. We've been doing this over a year. You know what I mean? We been doing this over a year. To me, as a man, there's no excuse. There's no excuse.
I'm inclined to agree. I ain't mean to cut you off, brother. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, General Africa, stay right there. I'm gonna get you on. Welcome, She Stay Asleep. The truth for our community. That is the truth right there. She Stay Asleep. Welcome, my brother.
Big bro. Salute, Sheik. That's my bro.
What's going on, y'all brothers? Can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. What's going on, brothers? Peace to the family. Peace to everybody.
Hey,
chat, man.
Peace to you.
So what we talking about? Toxic masculinity?
Yeah, peace and blessings to you,
I'm waiting for a few more brothers to get on. She said I played the sound bite on Wednesday when I did the one when I had JT lunchtime rapid random talk part 4. But I feel I played that Wednesday, but I think it's gonna be appropriate. We're gonna talk about that tonight. But I'm gonna wait for some more brothers and I'm gonna play a sound bite, and that's gonna be like 8 minutes and 48 seconds. And then we're gonna talk about that. And then after that, after we gonna talk about it, we're gonna have like some titles, subtopics gonna come out of that. So, but let me get General Africa. Stay right there. I want to get you on, brother.
Oh, I didn't know Gab was here.
Yeah, he just got on. Welcome, Gab.
Peace, bro. Peace to the fam, man.
Hey,
he had O'Shea. Congratulations.
Hey, that was a good interview.
Thanks, bro. Thank you. I see y'all got it popping about toxic mass. How long y'all been on?
Almost 30 minutes. You good?
Okay.
You got like kind of like the beginning. Don't worry about it. We just chopping it up. So
indeed.
You know, so because I want your brothers to hear it. This sound bite. So it's very important. General Africa, stay right there. I want to get you on, brother. And all I can say, Gab, Art heard it on Wednesday. General Africa, I just see you the link. Watch out for it. Yeah, so watch out for the link. When you get the link, come by. When I play this link, I'm gonna play the link off my phone. So I appreciate the ones in the chat. Put down, type in fair use. All right, fair use. All right, we're gonna wait for the brother. Wait for the brother to get on and stuff like that. But it's like it's very disturbing. So how's the brothers doing tonight? Glad you showed up. Hold on, brother. Let me get this personal phone. Hold on. Go ahead and speak.
Well, you know, I'm just waiting for us to start talking about this, you know, this intimate term, toxic masculinity. So I'm just waiting for that. Shout out to the chat, though.
Sorry about that for inconvenience, brothers. I'm back. I get this personal phone. Okay. We're gonna wait for General Africa to get on. Let's see. But it's crazy. Let's see. Yeah, but I'm glad everybody had a good day.
You had a good day too.
Yeah, I was like I told the brother before, I wasn't feeling good at first, but I feel much better. I wanted to start at 9 o'clock, but wouldn't let me. So I rested. Then I want to start 10 and I'm here now. Yeah, so I'm glad your brothers are here. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to. General Africa, keep on watching out for the link. Keep on watching.
Yeah, I have that kind of issue as well. Every once.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry,
Watch
bros.
out for the link.
Yeah. I'm
No,
eating
go ahead, Gab.
food. No, I was saying
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm being quiet. I'm chewing and shit. That's why that's why I ain't saying much right
okay.
now.
No problem. General Africa, watch out for the link. I think I got it right. Then after that, I'm gonna play the play the link. Damn. What you eating, Gab?
Chipotle.
Oh, okay.
Chicken Chipotle.
Okay.
Leftovers.
Oh, ain't nothing wrong with leftovers, man. I eat leftovers like if it's like up to 5 days, I be killing that. There ain't nothing wrong with leftovers.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Got it last night. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes it tastes better.
Yeah, oh yeah, nah. It's settled in there. All the flavors settled in there, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm at the table with the family too. I'm seeing how long I can do this.
Okay, tell the family that the brother said hi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the brothers said hi. Hermanos falu oi.
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh man. But let's fill in some gaps though while you wait though, if you want, JT. Let's fill in some gaps while you wait if you want, so people know that we talking.
What you want to know? What gaps you want me to fill up the professor of our community? Huh?
Yeah, probably a little sneak preview. You wouldn't believe what I'm going to show you, and you were hitting on something.
I'm saying, Professor, well, why you gotta pull my arm for? I'm trying to like. There is the one and only General Africa. Welcome, brother.
What's going on, brother? What's going on, family?
What's
hey,
good?
brother. Oh, we got
good?
You got the young. I'm gonna sit back and let the young brothers talk. This is cool. Y'all don't understand. JT will tell you when we hear young brothers talking wisdom. Come on now, that's like okay. I can sit back now. I can rest.
Well, I appreciate it.
Because sometimes I ain't gonna lie. I be running my mind. Sometimes my mind be to. Sometimes I want to put something in my mind like eating. I ain't gonna lie to you. So
yeah. I just get nervous when they be doing that, talking about that lean and Tekashi 6ix9ine stuff. I'm like, oh God,
that stuff is terrible, man.
That
stuff is terrible.
Okay. Again, welcome my brother General Africa. I want you to support the brother's channel. He part of LDBC. Also, he part of MMA community. Part of LDBC. He with the coach.
Come get this work. Come get this work.
So I guess I'm part of the family, right?
All day, brother. Brother, you said something. It's funny that things happen in life and omens, whatever. Like everything happens for a reason. See, I was talking with Coach earlier, and
banana.
And it's crazy because we talk about brotherhood and how we have to support one another. And I was just talking with Coach earlier. I sent a message to some of the bros, and I'm like, we have to, like, everybody. We have this problem in our community. Everybody wants to be a damn general, man. Why can't some of us be soldiers and play our role and then let the generals get us to where we need to freaking be? And then we all prosper. But no, everybody wants to be a general at the same dang time. And I sent a message to some of the brothers like, we need to get 7-8 to over 100,000 subs. I've been sharing this. It's not all about me. I need to do better as well. I've been sharing this videos on. I share a lot of the brothers' videos. I said I've been sharing 7-8's videos on Snapchat. We need to share the brothers' videos. Get him over 100,000 subs because he's going to send the links out. He's going to give us opportunities. He already has. I said the LDBC website's been up for 2 years. We have 500 damn subs.
Really?
But 500 people on the LDBC website. But Thomas Jerome Harris has 25 accounts on YouTube, and he has numerous people on every single. See, the white folks, you tell them to go to the website, they're gonna sign up immediately. That's it. I was talking with Coach. I'm like, I didn't even want to say this part, but I'm gonna say it. Do you know on the LD MMAC side of things, we got a lot of white folks, not a lot, but a lot of them are white. Do you know that when we told them to sign up for the LDBC website, they did it the same day?
Just like that.
Just like that. It was that friggin' easy. I had to meditate because I was so frustrated. I'm like, you know what? We don't support each other enough, man. And look, I told the brothers I can do a better job too. But I said I've been sending out the links. I've been trying to. You could tell. You go in my archive. Shout out to this brother. Shout out to that brother. You know. I was like, we gotta get 7, 8 over 100,000 subs. He's going to send the links out. He's going to give us the opportunity. If you want to make money or you want your voice to be heard, the opportunity's there. We got it. It's in our grasp. It's in our damn grasp. But everybody wants to be a freaking general. You gotta be a good soldier first. You got to.
Right, but this is the thing.
And I was just so freaking, like I said, I had to meditate because it's like it's frustrating because everything is in our power right now. It's there, man. I see it. I freaking see it. I don't care if I get, because I got a niche. I got people that support me, and I'm happy where I'm at. But I said, listen, if I wanted to make money, if I want to get my voice out more, the opportunity's there. We have to get the OG. Listen, we all have different leadership abilities. I can't do what 7-8 does, but there's certain things I can do that 7-8 can't. But 7-8, he's the leader. He has it. But we all have our different niches.
But see, this is the problem, Journal. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead, brother.
This what I'm all about. You know, this what the man talk is all about. Each of us have leadership qualities. We have proven that.
Yes.
And we always emphasize that be a team player.
Team player.
I emphasize that. Be a team player. You know, and I think that I think with us as brothers, we say in our own ways, because look, I give you cake. I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it gully. We be doing this for a whole year, over a whole year. But you know what's up? And I'm gonna say this, and I don't care no man out you two get mad. You know, if you want this black smoke, come get this black smoke.
Yep.
I'm right here. I don't hide. It be the same brother. I'm not saying you because you didn't know, but it be the same brother showing up, and I be posting it. She Stacy said, "Yo, bro, big bro." Ever since I went over 1,000, he said, "Yo, you get community. When you get community, post it." Even Gab said, "Post it." Even R said, "Post it." Even Muhammad the one said, "Post it." I be posting. I know they see it, but it be the same man. So this is the way I feel. If certain man want to complain, don't even complain. Don't even come to me.
Let them get mad. Let them get mad.
You don't want to build. You want to complain. So you want to be in a certain group. You want 2018, I used to reach out. This year, I ain't doing it.
I hear you. Yeah.
You don't like it? I told the man outside right now. Y'all see me, I'm in the camera. If y'all don't like what I say, y'all can go to hell. I don't give a fuck. I'm not reaching. I'm not doing it no more. I'm not doing it no more because y'all see it. Y'all see it. But at the same time, and it goes for other brothers too, but they want us to support them.
Yes. I told Coach, I was like, look, I love the brothers. I'm LDBC for life. I'm underrated for life. But sometimes it's hard dealing with niggas. It's tough because we set in our own ways. Look, we're not perfect. We have different schedules and stuff. But if you can show up when you can, if you can show love when you can, that's the most important thing. But see, we all want to go for self. Not all of us. Let me not say that. But too many of us want to go for self. And it's not, and we all lose. We all lose in the end when we go for self, man. I don't blame you. I say, listen, with niggas, we gotta shame niggas, but sometimes I don't got the energy to shame. I don't have the energy. I don't have the energy to say sub to this person. Sub. Do you know how many times I said sub to underrated? I said sub to co. They don't do it. They don't listen. I said sub right now. They still won't do it.
They don't. They don't.
Jerome Harris, Tommy Sotomayor, those white folks. If Sean Newton put up a website said fuck the LDBC.com, go do it. Do you know how fast they do it?
Quick.
But here's the thing, brother. What you're saying. is that you're breaking things down to a science. You know, you have a little frustration with it as well, but now you got to make a happy medium in between to where you don't lose your sanity.
No, indeed, indeed.
Right. And then at the same time, you come up with results, you know, because some things don't happen right away. And a lot of people don't see what you see. They always, there's a saying, I heard a sister say this one time. Once you're awakened, it's hard to go back to sleep.
Mm.
Damn.
So when everybody else is acting all like zombies and stuff like that, you get frustrated because you feel alone. And it
Yeah,
seems like the louder you yell, the less they hear.
yeah.
I've been there and I'm still there. So in the meantime, consider yourself blessed for being awakened and really built your energy within you because basically, you know, when they say you build and it will come, sometimes you built yourself, you built the God in you much higher than before. And brother, you'll see because you got the energy. You're more closer to spirituality than I am, you know, because spirituality comes from a baby form as being born. So you're closer. You know, we're just here to make sure that we try to move things out of your way so you can take care of business. And then come back and see us when you discover certain things to let you know this is BS or this is cool, go with it. You know, especially if you got a nice little corner or a counsel that you can trust. But because but I would definitely appeal to that brother because I love to hear brothers with fire. I'm tired of these brothers that wearing pink and lace and all kinds of stuff. I love to hear brothers with fire, energy, know-how, and still respect for their elders. I ride with that any day. I'm
You
damn
know,
near, I'm damn near giving the keys to my car.
I
hey,
appreciate that, bro. You
you
was
know,
able to. You one thing underrated. You see,
right.
that helped me, and it put things in, and that's why I come on here. And I told the bros, I'm like, you know what, this is what I'll do. You know, I'm gonna share. I share all the brothers, but I was like, I'm gonna share one of 7 A's videos every day, and we'll just go from there. And I let them know also I can do better myself, and that's enough for me, and that does make me feel better, and that does do something for me also, because when I give to others, I'm also giving to myself. And I said that's what I'm going to do for now. And yeah, it does get frustrating seeing like, why does because I didn't even know that Coach and then Black Fight Fan with the website and stuff, that I didn't even know that it was like 3 people who really put money into the thing. And it was like, I didn't know, because I signed up for, but I didn't know that it was only 502 years. And it just, that kind of just set me off, because it's like, you know, the brother, he comes on, like, like Underrated said, we all have our different leadership things. But there are those of us that can get all of us to that next place. Like somebody, he can't do what certain things that Underrated can do. You know, but there's those of us that can get all of us to that same place. And it's like, you see, sign up to the website. It's free before every video. And a lot of us don't do it. But I thank you for saying that, man. That means a lot to me, man. I'm gonna be quiet for a little bit. I'm gonna let some of the brothers get in there.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get Muhammad's the one back in, and then I'm gonna start this. I'm gonna start this sound. I'm start this sound by welcome Cap PY2. Welcome, my brother.
Big Cap in the building.
What's
I'm
up,
Rick
Cap?
James,
What's going
bitch.
on,
Enjoy
family?
yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Chilling.
so
yeah.
I'm gonna
Go ahead, brother.
I'm gonna play this sound by another. I'm wait till Muhammad's the one get back in, and then get back on the panel. Then I'm gonna play the sound bite. It's gonna be 8 minutes and 48 seconds. Art has heard it, and it's disturbing.
All right.
And it needs to be talked about. There you go, my brother here, and I think Muhammad the one heard it too. Now, brothers, let me see. Let me turn it on. The ones in the chat, I want you to type fair use for me. And often I'm gonna say fair use. All right. So this gonna be 8 minutes. It's gonna be Terry. This is on Terry Crews. How to stop toxic masculinity. This was on it was on NBC. This was on early Wednesday morning on Veschi and Room. It's as a white man and a white woman. They like progressive and stuff. So he was on here, like I said, it's going to be 8 minutes. Hold on, family. I'm gonna pause this for 1 second. Hold on. I'm gonna pause this. This is gonna be 8 minutes and 48 seconds. All right. So I'm put it right close to the thing. I'm playing this off my phone. So the ones in the chat, please put down fair use. All right, keep on putting that fair use. All right. I trolled the queen. Nala says, "Hey, ain't gonna be none of that tonight." So again, I'm gonna put it out there, and this is disturbing. How to stop toxic masculinity, and all I'm saying, trying to keep the emotions in, brothers. That's all I can say. I mean, you can show emotion, but it's disturbing, and I urge women, especially black women, need to hear this, especially us as brothers, because this oppressed system is trying to take them to another notch. And we need to hear this, and we need to talk about it. And hold on. Let me get this on right now. Okay, 8 minutes and 48 seconds. Here you go.
You know how we like to end the show, no matter what. There's
Terry
always good
Crews
news somewhere, and we think good news rules. And today, our good news comes from a very special guest.
I'm out of here! You couldn't have gone far, unless you can fly. Can tarantulas fly? Jake, you better find that spot.
Fair use.
And I'm not coming back here until you do. Sarge, I think I found it. Why are you looking at me like that? Oh, no. It's on my head!
He's the sergeant on Brooklyn Nine-Nine and the newest host of my favorite show, America's Got Talent. And here's something else that to me is most important. He's an outspoken advocate for women's rights and changing how we talk about what it is to be a man. Someone I am so grateful for everything he does. The former NFL superstar turned actor Terry Crews joins me now. My friend, you have a lot going on. A new season of Brooklyn Nine-Nine and America's Got Talent, which, again, greatest show ever. What are you most excited for?
I mean, just my whole life right now.
There you go. He's winning.
You got to understand, I mean, these shows are premiering on the same week, which is great. We were #1 on Monday night. America's Got Talent. It was Susan Boyle returned. I was hosting for the first time. And then now, on Thursday evening, Brooklyn Nine-Nine comes back. We were canceled. We got picked up by NBC, and now we're back. This is the biggest week of my life. I call it Terry Week right now. I'm going, oh my God. It's so much, and it's incredible.
These shows are also celebratory shows. We talk about how divided people are.
That's right.
These are shows that parents enjoy watching with kids, people from all over. So when we say how angry the country is, you're in a really happy place.
Oh, definitely. I mean, one thing that I always had to do is really separate. You can't be mad at people. I think the big thing.
I get pretty mad at my sister.
This is wild. What you have to understand is that there are no evil people. There are evil mindsets. You do not battle people. You battle mindsets. So it's funny, if someone changes their mindset, instantly they'll be good. You know what I mean? And it's wild because when you start battling people, you start getting into little details. It's kind of like trying to cut a tree down by the leaves. You know what I mean? It doesn't work. If you don't deal with the mindset, which is at the root, all of a sudden stuff comes back. And I have been a part of a crazy, crazy life. But I mean, when I say when people talk about toxic masculinity and the whole thing, I was a very toxic man myself. I look at this whole thing as I was guilty. I was guilty in many, many ways. I wrote a book about pretty much that whole toxic manhood thing in my book 2014 called Manhood, that really just exposed and shared a lot of things. And what was so wild is that the world wasn't ready for it. Even my own publisher was like, oh, really? Is that what you want to talk about? I was like, oh my God. And then 2017 happened. And people started to realize, whoa, wait a minute. And you got to understand, the whole thing is like a cult. Masculinity can be a cult. And when people are like, well, why are they not understanding? Why don't they just see they're doing things wrong and the whole thing? But you got to understand, in a cult, it's different. You don't hear what's really happening. You have been sucked in and you are totally into the group think, and you don't even think as an individual. So when someone says, you're hurting me, whatever, you don't even understand it.
But Terry, you didn't choose that mindset. You didn't decide to become toxic. This is the first time we're actually seeing a real challenge in how we raise our boys and what masculinity looks like. I was mentioning it to you before. I went to see a school with my children, and the person giving the tour said, and this is where the girls practice chorus, and this is where the boys play soccer. And I thought, what? And suddenly we're starting to realize the message we're sending our boys is making them bottle up who they are. Yes. And it's not, you're gay, you're straight. Why can't boys express themselves? Do you feel like you were in a position where you had to suck it up and man up? And is this a moment to change that?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because this is another thing we have to understand. In America, it's about narratives. We live on entertainment, movies, stories. The whole thing about you've been told a story. As a man, your narrative, you live in an action movie. Every man is his own action movie. And what happens is you're told, this is the story. This is how it is. And in that action movie, you're invincible. In that action movie, you get all the girls. In that action movie, you have to be tough and emotionless. And the problem is, none of that is real.
Okay.
None of it.
But so while we're trying in a way to say
type in fair use, family.
Toxic masculinity, there's this other narrative that I actually think is a false narrative out there. Well, there's a war out there on men. Men are under attack. I don't believe men are under attack.
No.
The door is open for men to be more.
What happens is, and I say this before, you cannot love someone and control them at the same time. If you are trying to control people, of course you're going to feel like you're under attack, because people do not want to be controlled. And that's when you talk about this mindset of masculinity, the cult of masculinity. It's about controlling people. You're told as a kid, dominate, control. Let me tell you, there are people who feel like if everyone in this room is not uncomfortable, we're not working. That's the mindset. The job is already hard enough. But what happens is you get all these other things tacked on where your boss has to make you feel uncomfortable in order to feel like you're actually doing a job. But that's control. It's not love. And when you love your employees, when you love your people, like I love the people I work with on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's all wonderful. You don't have to feel upset. Anybody who's getting that kind of blowback, it's like, oh my God, they're attacking men. No, what's happening? You're trying to control everybody, and they're resisting it.
If you lead with love and create a positive environment around you, you're going to open all these sharp edges. I have to ask you about something.
Mute your mic, Muhammad.
You mentioned for 2018 it happened, Me Too. It's amazing to me. The docuseries came out last week with many accusers against R. Kelly, accusing him of sexual abuse for years. What amazed me is immediately after his music sales went up. I mean, that's amazing. With all the struggling artists out there, people are saying, I want to double down on R. Kelly, but he's denying it all.
Yeah. Well, see, again, we have to talk about cutting the tree down by the leaves. The dangerous thing is, let's get rid of R. Kelly.
Fair use.
R. Kelly is gone, because it's going to happen. Everybody says, okay, problem's over. But the problem is, the mindset is still there. The whole thing, it's like trying, you know, with the Titanic, you can't put it in reverse. You know what I mean? It takes a whole lot of people to make that happen. And what's happened is, it's like people want to blame one person for sinking the Titanic. But no, it was a host of a whole bunch of people.
But he's not just one person. He's a famous person that gets richer and more famous with public support.
But again, that's all false. I mean, my thing is he really rich? No. You can give R. Kelly all the money in the world, and all of a sudden, everybody knows he's going to end up in jail because this is ridiculous. And the more he's exposed, the more this stuff comes out, the less he has. I'm trying to tell you, we're going to get rid of him. It's Bill Cosby's gone, Weinstein's gone, but the big thing is the mindset has to go. There's so many people who still support him. There's so many people who are getting away with all this stuff he was doing. They were right there. There were
don't mute your mic.
people that were allowing him
Thank
to
you.
do this kind of stuff. And that's the thing I'm attacking. It's like, hey man, men must hold other men accountable, period. And if you don't go up to a guy who's messing up and say, hey man, we don't do that. Stop that. But what's happened is people look the other way. I was guilty. I remember looking the other way. You know what I mean? And so
you looked the other way because that was the environment. You didn't think you could change it.
Exactly.
Well, if we trust more, if we love more, and if we care about the people around us, I truly think the world can get better. And I'm truly excited for America's Got Talent. You must be too. It's an amazing show, and it's only going to get better with Terry.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date.
Okay, that's finished. We're going to start from Art. We're going to start from Art. Cat PY2, Gab, my brother General Africa Awaken, J Dog, Muhammad's the One, and finally Chief Stay Sleep. And we're gonna build off that. Go ahead, Art. What you heard? Or anybody else can get on. Anybody else can go.
Can I go?
Go ahead.
All I gotta say is, this is what happens when you've been bed-bucked by Hollyweird. All right, remember, this was a man who earlier, I think a couple years ago, or last, got bed-bucked by a white executive. And just remember that. So he is being controlled by Hollyweird. And to attack another man, another black man, shows the weakness of some of the men in our community, the black males. He is an example of a weak bed-buck male. And he's doing it in mixed company. He's doing it in front of a white audience just to please his white masses, the ones who bed-bucked him. And then he had a conference trying to go after the execs, but now he's decided to go after another black male who has done nothing to him. The irony is, it's backfiring. When they were trying to attack R. Kelly, in reality, a lot of the women are still, including just recently, are still going to R. Kelly's concerts. They're even saying, "Take me hostage." They have become groupies that now want to be his new sex slave. They are now willing, and the women are still taking photos with R. Kelly. He's even got some sold out upcoming book shows overseas. As far as Terry Crews has just showed that he's not willing, that he wants to join in the feminization of of men, and particularly the black male. So that's what I have to say.
Okay. Anybody else? Go ahead, Kat.
Yeah, I was. I would say that with Terry Crews, he has no fucking room to talk because he let a white man come in and grab his fucking balls, and then he had to have a government hearing to get this person convicted. But a person like Riley, I haven't been paying attention to this stuff because it's a waste of my fucking time. It really is. I got bigger things to worry about. But if there's a person like R. Kelly that touched one of my nieces, all I'm gonna do is come with a hot torch, some pliers, and a razor blade. That's all I gotta say. All right, pass the mic.
Okay. Muhammad's the one.
Well, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. I heard parts of it because I was going in and out of your system. But you know something? This is a lesson for us black men to pay attention to. And what I mean by that is, you know, to these entertainers and these performers, I believe they better start getting their own labels and start leaving these other people alone. Because eventually, when you shake up the orders from them, or you deviate a whole different way, they look for ways to malign you. They look for ways to discredit you. They look for ways to even lock you up. I mean, let's go back to even Prince, okay? When he did that last concert under the, what was it, Arista Records or whatever the label he was under, notice what he had on his cheek. I'm done being a slave, okay? So, you know, this is a lesson for all of us. And as far as Terry Crews, this is what we call the black devil, okay? Because you see, these are people that for any little amount of money or whatever, they'll sell out their people at the drop of a hat. And those are the people that has to be, you know, I hate to say it, but they have to be eliminated, man. Because, you know, with that, we will never get anywhere. Our progress will be hindered, you see? And we just can't mess with them at all because, you know, we're fighting a two-front battle right now, okay? And I'm not going to absolve R. Kelly of everything because there were some situations he might have created, but at the same time, you don't create them with these people. If y'all know, get the gist of what I'm saying. So, you know, you got to be careful who you sign with, who you deal with, because from what I'm looking at over the years, a lot of entertainers, and you know, especially black entertainers, they ended up broke. They ended up out of sorts. And man, you know, this is a lesson. You know, we keep going back to that. We keep going, oh no, but the other man ain't that bad, you know, blah, 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 blah. No, man. Don't y'all understand what's happening here, what's taking shape? You see, and your mindset's got to change. We have to unlearn a lot of different things, my brothers. And, you know, listen, even if it comes down separation physically, spiritually, and emotionally, that has to take place. That has to take place, brothers, because, you know, we have to get away from that. We have to get away from that. And that's all I have to say. I pass the mic.
All right, thank you. She stays asleep.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I definitely don't.
I can't hear you. We can't hear you. You sound muffled.
Can you hear me? You hear me now?
Just a little bit, but you still sound a little muffled.
Yeah. I'm on his headset. So
okay.
But I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna take nothing that Terry Crews said into consideration, because at the end of the day, he got his masculinity snatched from him. He's no longer masculine. And as you can see, that this is just another play that, the white media uses to not only make us look some type of way, but to implant the thought patterns of our black boys today that it's okay to be effeminate. So they have the symbol up there of an effeminate black man, like Terry Crews. He shouldn't be speaking on nothing about masculinity because he's not masculine. But that's a play that they use. See, people, we got to pay attention to symbolism. They got an effeminate man speaking about masculinity. That's an oxymoron. But they do that because they understand how the subconscious mind works. The subconscious mind works from symbolism. So if you got an effeminate black man up there downplaying masculinity, in return, it's going to send a message to our young boys that it's okay to be effeminate. And you don't want to be masculine because that's toxic. See, this whole toxic masculinity thing is BS. It's all BS. What is toxic masculinity? What is that? What is that? Really, what is that? Because last time I checked, real women want masculinity. They don't want a man to hold back his masculinity. They want a masculine man. My mother had a child by a masculine man. This is how you got me. So at the end of the day, I don't really care about what Terry Crews is saying, because he's not an example of masculinity. Point blank, period. And like I said, the reason why he was on the network he was on is because they use these news outlets to program our children, mainly young black men, to let them know you need to be more in touch with your feelings than your mind. You need to be more in touch with your feminine side than your masculine side. That's why they're speaking against masculinity, and they're saying it's toxic, because they don't want a group for the next coming generations of black men to be strong. They want them to be weak. They want them to sit around all day. They don't want them to be strong mentally. They don't want them to be manly men. They want them to be wimps. They want them to be mama's boys. And this is the message that they're sending when you gotta do like Terry Crews up there talking. But see, what we gotta understand is, and this is why men are supposed to lead the household. I don't care if a woman pays most of the bills or none of that. A man is supposed to run his household. You know why? Because at the end of the day, when you got young boys in the house, they have to understand that at some point, even if you a mama's boy, mommy is going to let you go. And you have to go out in this world. You have to go out in this world, and you have to survive. And guess what? Only the strong survive. Weak people get killed. Weak people are prey. So either you're going to be prey or you're going to be a wolf. What are you going to be? See, this is what manhood teaches. So no matter how much you're going to be a mama's boy, mama going to let you go at some point in your life. She can't hold you forever. You see? She can't teach you what it is to be a man. And either a man in your household will teach you how to be a man, or you gonna learn by default when you go out in the world. Because the world will make a man out you. Because as men, we're forced to do certain things. Even if we don't like it, even if we don't want to do it. You see? So no matter how much you want to cry, you want to whine, whatever you want to do, at some point, you're going to have to get it done. You see? And this dude, Terry Crews, is up there. He's up there to tell our young black boys that it's okay for you to be effeminate. It's okay for you to be a feminized male. Don't be a man. Don't show strength. Don't show bravado. Don't show courage. How you gonna protect somebody if you don't have courage? How you gonna protect your house? How you gonna protect your mother if you're not brave? If you're not scared to get punched in your face? If you're not scared to cut your hand or cut your leg? See, this is a part of manhood. See, that's for girls. Girls are supposed to be afraid to get cut. Girls are supposed to be afraid to get their knees scuffed up. Not men. But he's telling our young boys, if you're afraid, it's okay. That's what he's saying. Because see, he was afraid when that white man grabbed his testicle. He was afraid to stand up and be a man. That's why he did.
Yeah. Okay. I got you. You know what? Before I hit you, General, Africa, I want you, before I gotta read this because
go ahead.
I want you because I want to get your point. You hear this, Teddy and Luffy? This is what it is. This is man's talk. Okay, let's get that straight. And I want your brothers to look at the chat too. You know, Cap.
Can I interrupt for a second? This Teddy and Fluffy, this is a lesbian channel. I just looked at her channel. This is a lesbian.
That's all right. No, let me get to that before you finish. You know what I'm saying? This is man's talk. Toxic masculinity, how it hurt us. And what Terry Crews is saying, he is having a threat. He is threatening real masculinity. Now, if you don't respect that, of all due respect, you can leave the chat. But we are not changing our stance of being a man. We not. If you're not willing to build man masculinity, to respect man masculinity, you need to go. And Cap, don't even worry about it. I know what you mean. We know what you mean. We not playing those type of games.
This conversation is not for you.
It's not.
Period. At the end of the day, the conversation is not for you. If you're not a man, you shouldn't even be in here listening to this. It's not for you. Period.
We don't need you here.
Hey, brother JT, if you don't mind, give our reigning woman a wrench if you don't mind me requesting it, brother.
Now I'm thinking, no. Trust me, I'm ahead of you. Nah, we ain't gonna play the type of games. I know them because.
What do you mean, crazy logic, Teddy?
Hey, I wasn't even looking at the chat. You know, when we try to, as black men, get our stuff in order, you know, isn't it interesting? And it's interesting how like everybody comes in, but I didn't see what she was saying. But see, this is our time to talk about this. So, but let's talk about it. So it was going in and out on the R. Kelly thing, But I'll talk about the toxic side first. It sounds to me like it's numerous definitions of what it is. Like it's different. They didn't really get into it. And the lady.
Oh, Turn Africa, hold that thought. You
Okay.
said it's your opinion, right? Teddy and Laffy, you said it's your opinion. Ready woman, type some. I did something for you. Type your name in the chat right now, please. You say it's an opinion. No, you didn't know. That was not an opinion because no, You. I'm not gonna let you go. You part of LGBT, and whatever you say, y'all think is law. No, it's not law in here. Now you want to change it up. No, this is man's talk. This is man masculinity here. No, you're not going to change the narrative. You're not going to do that. And to make it so bad, the group that jumped down it, they don't. Let's get that straight. No, because nobody know. No. See, this is and then you got some men, they want to support this BS. We ain't supporting BS. This is man's talk. This is our time. If you don't like what I said, or the other men's what they said, or even men in the chat, you can leave. And if it's other men in the chat have a problem too, you can leave too. Enough is enough. And your women that gonna talk for masculinity, y'all need to speak up. Besides Rain Woman, now they're not playing that BS. I know it's distract Margaret Mo Justice. Yeah, support the sister. She support the sister. Nah, the doctors don't play those type of games. But at the same time, y'all the same ones do not want to build our community. Y'all do not believe in recreation. Y'all believe killing little boys and save little girls. Y'all should do your homework of Mary Singer. Supposed to create parenthood. That she was killing our babies.
Yeah, Teddy and Lefty, you part of the Don Lemon propaganda, ain't you? You know, yeast infection rules, licking dookie sticks rules. Get the fuck out of here.
These are carpet munchers. That's what they are.
Nah, see women like that. Women like that, they think that they're gonna replace black men. And see, this is why this whole toxic masculinity topic has been at the forefront, because you have women like that who think they're gonna replace men. You cannot replace a man. I don't care how much you act like a man, you'll never be a man, you'll never do what we can do. Stop thinking you're gonna replace men, because you're not. Regardless of how you feel. See, once she said that, oh, I'm just saying how I feel, shows that she's still a woman. Because logically, she can't debunk nothing that we said so far. Because she knows the truth. But see, she's trying to see women like that are trying to replace men. These stud type of women, they want to replace men. And that's never gonna happen. Why don't you try to replace men like Terry Crews? Don't try to replace no men like the ones that's on this show, because that's not gonna work. Replace the effeminate men. Try to rule them, because trying to rule men like us is not gonna work. It's not gonna work. We don't care about your opinion or anything. You can keep your opinion to yourself. Period.
But
that's how we rock.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what the problem is, brother? And we gotta address this on the women in the chat. These are the some Taffy and Laffy. Some of the people that we already know, they socialize with them. But they want to come in the chat, act like everything is hunky-dory, everything is cool. Nah. And they need to get called the fuck out.
Bro, you said they try to act like everything hunky-dory.
Yeah.
I'm underrated. Go
Yeah. I'm with the black man, but you like toys in your fucking ass.
That's that infiltration, bro.
Hey, let the next person, the little. Hold on, what let that person back through. Don't give them no time out. Let them go and speak their fucking mouths so we can keep blasting their fucking ass. I'm tired of that fucking shit.
All right, yeah. Oh yeah, Huey, I got you. Huey, I got you, my brother. And this is quick. And see, and this is the thing. And I'm gonna tell you like this too before we continue. And then we got brothers on social media. I'm not saying all brothers, but some brothers, they know shit is going on. And only Huey the one. I cannot say reliable. He don't like to get on the panel, so he already explained that to me. But Huey know is the only like these men. You don't see no man come from anywhere and say, "Yo, I need to get on this panel, support the brothers." Right? That's proof. That's proof right there. So that means y'all like y'all like the Shaq and Cheese. Y'all some Victoria's Secret motherfuckers. Bunch of Chantel number 9 motherfuckers. Y'all getting called the fuck out.
Terry, okay, nobody wants to be a man, right? So how in the fuck do you can we procreate? You need a man and a woman to procreate to keep the freaking population going on this earth. So you're not making no goddamn sense. You fucking carpet munching, goddamn dookie stick slurping ass motherfucker. Get out with that bullshit.
You know what she did? You know what she did? And I don't know. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I didn't see it. I wasn't in the chat. I'm seriously not trying to be funny. But what she did, and she may or may not, because there's some devils out there, but maybe she was trying to be genuine. Maybe she was genuine. But what she did, let's say she was being genuine. What she did was basically be the attack dog of white supremacy. Come in, try and water down the conversation. And I'm not saying, no, you guys go in. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that's what she tried. That's what she either tried to do or did do. So think about that. If you were being genuine, think about that. We're having our conversation and you come in and then you tell us what to think. And then you say, oh, it's just an opinion. And then you get booted. And then it's like, well, what? Like, do you go to Don Lemon and tell him what to think? Mm-hmm. 1 second.
Hey, brother General, I don't give a maggot booty fuck of what goddamn gays people gotta say. Without a man and a woman, there is no population on this planet to keep it going. I don't give a fuck what their excuse is. I don't give a fuck. It don't make no goddamn sense.
No, I'm with you. I'm talking to her. I'm trying to figure out, well, she talking about this and that. Oh, it's just an opinion. It's this and that. Well, bye. This is our time. Bye. And that's what they call it, the gay mafia and stuff like that. Well, there's validity to it. She says always blamed on gay people. Well, see, this is the problem. You're black and you're gay, right? I see so many, I'm talking to her, so many homosexual, lesbian, black people who say, oh, I'm conflict, I'm this, I'm that. You don't claim black. You put gay over black. So what are you talking about? It's always blamed on the black man or black people, but specifically the black man. It's always gay. The homosexual has more rights than the black the black
Thank you.
or black in this world right now.
Yeah.
In this, you have more rights than us. So this whole thing about us always blamed on, like, I get it. You know, maybe you were bullied, you know, whatever. Maybe people did it. Maybe your family wasn't. I don't know your story, but to say that it's always on, Don Lemon has been on Kevin Hart relentlessly. He's apologized. See, y'all don't forget. Y'all don't forgive. If you're gay, see, people try to put, oh, black people are homophobic. Well, black people have been, gay people have been, we might not accept it, but we won't discriminate against you. Black people have been in certain institutions. They've been in it for decades. The black church for decades.
Yeah.
There's gay people in every black.
These about a brother general.
And they knew it.
Brother general.
Yeah.
These.
Hold
Go
on,
ahead, brother.
Teddy Luffy, she said I know we talking Candy Lie, but but that conversation never happened. I respect what you're saying. I know exactly what you said a few months ago. But this is a different, hold on, let me, this is a different conversation. We talk about masculinity.
Exactly. Exactly. This is our time.
We let our motherfucking balls hang in this motherfucker here.
This is our time. We're not. This isn't Don Lemon.
We're not going to go through that.
Yeah, you're not going to orchestrate this conversation. You're not going to tell us what to talk about. We're talking about black male masculinity, toxic masculinity. Can I forget that? Forget her. Whatever. She boot her out and forget. Let's take the conversation back. I wanted to. Can I say? Because it was going in and out, and I got to run soon because my mom, she just came back from Cuba. She's gonna come back soon, so I gotta run. But I wanna say this. Okay, is that cool? Underrated?
Go ahead, go and rock.
For sure. So there's all these opinions on toxic masculinity of what it is. There's no definition. They never say what it is. The white lady, she sounded like she was white, was talking about how the men, the boys, and the girls are separated. That's toxic masculinity. Are you a fool? That's toxic masculinity. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. You're just talking. Okay. Now it was going in and out on R. Kelly. I think all of us despise R. Kelly. Look, we know he's a pedophile. And even though I don't have any daughters, you know, I'm really close to my nieces. I was showing them boxing and stuff. You know, I can't put the videos on here of me showing them the mitts and stuff like that because these weirdos will take their faces like they did to Fanon. But part of me wishes that, because I was young when I first heard about, the girl went to my school. I was young when I first heard about the girl that got, you know, peed on and this and that. I just wish that somebody would have taken him out a long time ago. But at the same time, we're put in a terrible spot because the media, they want to talk about R. Kelly and this and that, but see, they're not consistent. So it puts us in a bad spot. Real men that despise and hate pedophiles because they're going to be going after the young black queens and princesses in our community. And there's those of us that want these motherfuckers taken out. But at the same time, we also have to combat the fact that, well, wait a second. What about Stacey? What about this person? What about Woody Allen's nasty ass marrying his adopted daughter? So I mean, you guys have seen me going on R. Kelly, but I've made my point about R. Kelly, and I'm going to
Charlie Sheen. Charlie
Sheen's child porn having ass.
Roman Polanski. Don't forget about him.
Yeah, this R. Kelly thing is so sad because it's so sad because so many of those dudes that were around that whole thing, they dropped the ball. You know, for people who knew him in height, they just dropped the ball, and it's like it was 7-8 said, "It's not my responsibility." I know it's none of us are. It's none of our responsibility for nothing. But at the same time, it's funny how they try to connect toxic masculinity to R. Kelly. You caught that, right? You caught that toxic masculinity. We don't even know what it is, but then they just throw in R. Kelly. So basically, if you're toxic, if you're quote unquote a toxic male, which they're only going to put on the black man. They're only going to put on the black male. You're somehow R. Kelly. No, see, we knew this was coming. Fuck R. Kelly. But at the same time, you're not going to put that label on us, and we're going to fight. We're going to fight back. Now, last point, Terry Crews. Like one of the brothers said, I don't know who it was. I don't give a dang about his opinion because you know what? That's when you're a mouthpiece for white supremacy. I will call out R. Kelly and I will say, I don't really care what happens to him because the dude's a child molester. But at the same time, if you think I'm going to be quiet about some of these white pedophiles, you got me effed up. You got your testicles grabbed, bitch. You can't talk about no type of toxic thing. And he sounded a little sweet. I'm sorry. I'm not really, you know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. He's always had a little sugar in his tank, but he sounded gay. So I'm not really Terry Crews. Who was it? Muhammad, somebody said he's the devil. He might be. He might have sold his soul. He might be eating poop and drinking pee too. We getting real in here, folks. We getting real in here. Maybe.
Yeah, I think Terry Crews is a closet homo. That's what I think Terry Crews is.
Yeah, he might be doing those ceremonies too. Because it sounds like he's been taking over. Like, you know, he might be doing those ceremonies too, getting pissed on and shit on and stuff. You know, it is what it is. But the hell with Terry.
Hey, my brother, General, to ride on your coattail. These fucking goddamn gays forgot about back in the goddamn 60s, the 70s, 80s, where when the gay people get kicked out of their goddamn homes, they come running to the goddamn black community because because they know we're compassionate people. Forget about that shit. But now they have. Hold on, brother. Hold on. You already spoke your piece. Give me a little second. I ain't gonna take long. But at the same time, when Obama got in office and he signed, Obama gave these goddamn people power.
Yep.
And now our military, now they allow transgenders. All their folks in the military, now we are the joke around the world because they allow this shit.
I'm with you 100%. I'm with you 100%. And yep, I'm with you 100%. And I wasn't around, but I heard that the white gays, they were even running to the black church. So this whole thing about black people being homophobic, Don Lemon can kiss my black ass.
But listen. Let me piggyback on what.
Hold on, Dave. I want Huey to get into it. Then you, Muhammad's the one did Aaron Collins. Because Huey kept welcome, my brother. Welcome, family.
Hey, brother, I gotta run, family. I gotta run. I appreciate y'all having me on, man. I'm gonna come back on a lot more.
Hey, underrated. I'm gonna have to go too.
Okay.
My bad for talking over you, Cap.
No worries, brother. No worries, man.
We in full agreement, man. They try to put this homophobic stuff on us, and it's bullshit, bro.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
It's bullshit.
All right, brother.
And my bad for talking over you. I'm out, family.
No worries, man.
Be safe.
Peace, Captain.
Okay. Huey, my brother. Welcome back, family.
What it do, family? What it do, man? What it do, bro? What it do, Jay? What it do to everybody on the panel, man? What up, Aaron? Man,
what's going on, everybody?
yeah, I understand masculine energy and all of that, man. But look, man, we can't have y'all. I understand this y'all show, and man, we talk about masculine energy and all this black and white rhetoric. You already know how I feel about that situation, man. The only thing that's black and white is paperwork. I like to say that our skin is brown. That's all the way around the board. They ain't got no land called no black nothing. You feel me? They ain't got no land called white nothing. This is the reason why in the prison systems is nothing but blacks and whites. You don't see Europeans. You don't see the Arabians. You don't see none of these other ethnic groups in the prison system. And we got one of the biggest prison systems in the country, one of the less populations. And it's a reason for that, because we consider ourselves black and white. And as long as we keep on separating ourselves like that, that's what we're going to keep on going through. You feel me? Because they consider black and whites 1/3 of human beings. This is real shit. So all that rhetoric, man, and talking about with the women, you gonna do some shit without the women, that shit sound crazy to me. All this popping about what you gonna bump the women out for expressing themselves. Well, we can't do shit in this world without these women. We can't produce, we can't reproduce, or do none of this shit with all this masculine energy. You ain't gonna do shit without no feminine energy involved. So all of that hoopla and all that shit, man, everybody talking, man, it sound like a bunch of fucking noise to me, man. For real, man. This shit is really starting to get old. And motherfuckers just keep on pushing that agenda. They want to separate it with the blacks and whites. They want us to think that we more powerful than the women or whites, and women can't do what we do. Guess what? If we ain't in our household, the women been stepping up, taking care of our motherfucking sorry asses, raising our children. So don't talk about what the fuck the women can't do, because when they ain't there, they gonna protect us. They gonna raise us and everything. So motherfuckers gotta get that shit out their fucking head, man. I don't even know.
Hear me out on this one. I understand what you're saying. And this is what I'm coming from. You got to understand what I'm coming from, too. We always be saying that men need to step up and talk about our issues. And we always talk about that there's not enough men to talk about our issues and to build ourselves, and at the same time to be there for our family. Now, I understand what you're saying. This is about men's talk. This is about us as brothers to build. And then so part of this tonight is toxic masculinity. We have to talk about it. And I am not going to let go of this one, because toxic masculinity for years is hurting us as a people, especially through our humanity. And until we understand and get a grips of it, instead of like each man said, I'm right, or this is how it's going to go, this conversation is going nowhere. But tonight, this is going somewhere tonight because it is directed. Let me hear me out. There are some people in some sectors in our community that's saying that some of us as men that is straight, that we don't have nothing to say. And then when we have something to say, there are some men, I'm not going to say no women at this time, but there are some men have a problem with that. Nah, hell with that. I am a grown man. I am a man. I'm standing up being a man. This is how God made me. And I'm going to stand up for my masculinity because I love my masculinity. And I'm going to do whatever I can to help preserve our community. Now, if other people have problems with that, that's a you problem. It's not a me problem. So what we have to do right now, we cannot let other force sectors to come in our community to take over our narrative to say that we wrong. And then actually sisters out here want us to stand up for our masculinity for ourselves first, and plus watch out for them and the kids. And
okay.
That's the way that's what I'm standing right now, and that's how I'm going to stand. And I don't care whoever gonna think different of that.
Roger that.
Right now.
Roger that, brother. I just got a quick simple question for the brother with the power to the people. What people are you talking about, brother? Because you talking about all people or our people? That's all I want to know.
What you mean? All people is our people. See, that's what the difference is. You steady separating them from them. See, I just came from another situation where I see our people, if you want to look at them as the color range, treat us worse than the motherfuckers on the other side. Because when you realize that behind them blue suits and them badges, it's all different races. When you go to them wars, when you go to these different forces, they don't look at no race. They look about that badge. They representing that unit that they about, and that's what they about. They got unity within their source, inside their forces, and we ain't got no unity out here in these streets. As long as we keep on separating ourselves, talk about some black or some white or it's a motherfucking Christian or a Muslim or this, that, and the third, this is where they winning at. And until y'all brothers get that through y'all head, bro, this is where we all gonna be losing at.
Okay, but check this out. Hold on, JT. Give me a second. Give me a second, brother.
Cap, hold that thought. I'm gonna get to you. Huey, check this out. And I'm gonna say this once. This is man's talk. It goes for any ethnic of men. I'll be inviting men of different ethnic. They don't want to come because they want to stay in their service sector. I offered. This is man's talk. See, you take it like this is man talk just for brother. This is man talk, period.
No, I was just answering the question because he asked me in the way that I had to separate the two. So I didn't want to separate the two because I'm saying man is just a man. It ain't no separating when you talk about our people and they people. I'm talking about our people who is down here. I mean the have-nots, because this what it's really about. It's about the haves and the have-nots. And we can. That's the only separation that they seeing. They want to make the rich richer and the poor poor. Ain't no colors. It's gonna be more of us at the top than it is at the bottom. Once y'all realize that it's color people at the top of the totem chain that's doing all of this shit to us is the same thing. That's what y'all gonna realize. The fucking difference.
Brother, I just asked a question. I just want to hear your point, and I hear what you're saying. I really do. You know what I'm saying? I just want to know what people you standing for, because as we know through history, that everybody that we help had never come to help us, no matter what economic power that you're in, status that you're at, or whatever. So that's why I was just asking a question like that, brother. That's all. Okay, because I would rather fight for the poor black folks than the ones that's doing good and forget about the ones at the bottom. That's all. Go ahead, brother.
I just like, I understand y'all might be using it for a lack of words, but I just know that the only thing that's black is this paperwork, bro. You understand what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? You don't have no land called black nothing. And as long as we keep pushing this black narrative, we ain't gonna get nowhere as a people.
Okay, let me ask you a question. So you think that we use a wrong type of words to you? That's what you saying?
Not even just to us. I mean, this is just the narrative of our so-called community and not even just YouTube, just period. When we trying to come together as a people, we separate ourselves from each other. You feel what I'm saying? And this is where we're losing at as a whole. Because guess what? Putin, Trump, and all of these people, they have a meeting together while they sending our kids to war, right? And they all in cahoots with each other. They don't see no color barrier. You feel what I'm saying? And as long as we keep on doing this inside our communities, this is where we're losing at. Once the so-called whites realize that they're in the same predicament as the so-called blacks, you feel what I'm saying? Then this when the world is going to make its full change. You feel me? Because the power is within us, and it's the way that the titles that we keep on giving ourselves. Because these titles that we attach to ourselves in the court of law is being considered that we are dead, and this is the reason why they shooting us down and we filling up these prison cells.
Well, brother,
all right. We making a whole nother argument. That's a whole nother argument. That's a whole nother argument that could be talked about at a whole nother time. Let me ask you this, Huey. Who runs your household? You or your woman?
We run our household.
We. Okay. So now let me ask you this. When there's a decision to be made and it's based on life or death, do y'all make the decision together, or do your woman lean on you?
Well, she's going to lean on me for the advice, but we're going to make the decision together what's better for both of us.
If somebody breaks in your house in the middle of the night, if somebody breaking your house in the middle of the night, who's going to make sure that the family is safe? You or your wife?
Situation, bro. You got to realize, if I'm not in the house, say I'm working at night and somebody breaking my house.
I said if you're there. If you're there.
Handle herself in the same manner that I would handle myself, meaning protect my family.
So basically what you're saying is you and your wife are equal. That's what you're saying. You saying that you and your wife is equal?
Brother? He's on mute. He's on mute. I'm mute, brother. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Listen. Hold up, brothers. Let me just say a little something. All right. and this is the brother Huey. Okay, I get what you're saying, and the common folk are the common folk. Okay, but understand this, brother. When it comes to policy making, when it comes to decisions that affect communities, it's not us doing the policy making, brother. Number one. All right. Number two. All right. Understand this. When you said about the police being a unit as one, did you know that there was 2-3 cases in New York alone where black cops got shot when this brother got his car breaking into? When the white cops showed up, they shot him. He tried to tell them he was the police. They still shot him to death. Okay? So it's not the thing about being black, brother. It's the whole persona of how they look at us from the outset. Before they even ask you what you are, who you are, what religion you know, they're trained to kill us. All right? They are trained. All right? So
the cops in general, not just the white ones. All the cops is trying to kill us.
Why are we're having a separate argument, brother? This show is not about black and white and police killing us. We're talking about masculinity. We're talking about men, masculinity. Who are the people? The people who make policies in this world are who? Men or women? Who lays down the laws? Men or women?
Right.
Men or women? Men lay down the laws, not women.
Right. We're not talking about. Right. Exactly.
So stop telling me you and your woman is equal unless she's the one laying down the laws in your house.
Right.
Are you saying women don't have a say so? Your women don't have a say so?
How do you get that out of just what I said, brother? What I just said was men lay down the law.
Say so in the
I didn't
house.
say your woman don't have no say.
I'm asking you a question. Do your women have the say so that you have in the house?
Of course she does. Of course she has a say. But I have the final say. I have the final say. Me. There's a co-captain. There's a co-captain on the ship, but who's the captain? Are you the captain or is she the captain?
Yeah, she don't play a part in my decision making.
Listen to what I just told you. When there's a ship in the water, you have a captain and a co-captain, correct? Are you the co-captain?
We're on the land, brother.
Are you the co-captain? Are you the co-captain or are you the captain? Which one are you?
I'm both, bro. Because guess what?
How you both? How are you both?
Because the black woman wants to be that way, brother.
Let me answer the question.
What are you talking about?
Student and teacher, bro. A fucking good teacher is gonna be a student as well as a teacher, and you have to be a wise motherfucker to really realize exactly what I'm trying to tell you. Because if the fucking captain go down or the captain go down, the co-pilot need to be able to do exactly what the captain.
Exactly. But the co-captain takes the orders from the captain. That's how she know what to do when you not there. So like I said, who lays down the law? Who's the one who lets everyone know where we're going?
It's the man. Hold on, brother. Hold on. You long-winded. I'm gonna break it down real short and simple. It's the man's responsibility to train the woman, to prepare when he's not away, when he's away from the camp or the home.
Thank you.
What do you want to call it?
But she got her own view, man. Y'all making it seem like y'all in the control. That's what's wrong. Y'all
that's how you feel.
Find your balls, brother.
That's how you feel. Right now,
All right, listen, fellas.
Yes, sir.
This nigga and his feelings.
No. We got to get Aaron Collins in this conversation.
Wait. Before we do that, let's break it down, fellas. Let's not get crazy. Brother Huey, okay. again, masculinity. I'm going to ask you this question. All right. When there was a lot of cop shootings of unarmed young men, right, in our community, right? Why didn't those other cops of masculine persuasion stand up and said this is wrong?
You asking me that? They not gonna say shit because they on the fucking. They not gonna say shit because they all under the blue shield. It ain't for them. It's for the other motherfuckers who was sitting there on the outside recording them. It's whether all the niggas who were sitting there recording didn't say nothing because they so motherfucking so YouTubers and they acting like shit like this, so talkative, acting like they feminine. These niggas is so feminine. They more feminine than the women. You feel me? The women gotta take the place because these niggas ain't taking the place up for it. These niggas is motherfuckers walking around with a gun.
Brother, get your fucking emotions, brother. Come on now. Calm down. Calm down.
Hold it.
Calm the fuck down.
Everybody take a time out. Take a time out. Fall back. Everybody take a time out. Okay, but brother.
My friend. Fall back. Respect my channel. Respect my existence. Fall back.
Okay.
Huey, I understand what you're saying, but this is not the conversation tonight. The conversation is about toxic masculinity, how we should strengthen masculinity. There is a problem that is happening.
Right.
And this is the problem, especially us as black men. We do not, with some of us, we do not want to be as one. We got to be right at certain times, and then that's when things go on. I want us as men. I'm talking about humanity now. I want us as men to understand what's going on and straighten it out. But tonight, there's no ethnicity. There's no other ethnicity of men in here. So we're going to talk about whatever it is, what we could deal with it as black men, because there are sisters out here looking for us to strengthen our masculinity. I am not going to let nobody change this conversation. And the other conversation which you have it, I appreciate it, but it could be another time. But us as men, this is man's talk.
Right.
This is man's talk.
Right.
Not man's talk trying to be right. This is not man's talk. Oh, whatever I say is right and everything. This is about man's talk. And we wasn't hardly talking about women at all anyway. We talking about men. So let's talk about men. Respect that. Respect about talk about men.
Right.
Aaron Conley.
All right. You want to talk about men, brother? You want to talk about men, right? Go ahead.
What's going on, brother?
But that's part of masculinity, men.
Yeah, yes, sir. I understand that. But this brother here, man, it's like I'm kind of skeptical about what he's talking about because I'm feeling like he wants to protect all people rather than his people. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm sensing. I'm not saying that he's doing it, but that's what I'm sensing. You can't do that shit because it's our people that's getting attacked in the motherfucking goddamn streets right here and now. Whatever you're trying to say, brother, I don't know. I'm in the yell, man, but goddamn, brother, we at war. Playtime is fucking over with. I've been saying this shit all the time. Playtime is over with.
I'm talking about though, bro, because look, what y'all try to do is separate for some shit that was already created. Everything.
Separate who?
Listen, goddamn, I can't even say 2 words. That's why I sound like we arguing. You gonna address me with something, and every time I say something, y'all talk over me. That's why I sound like it's hard.
Brother,
I'm gonna let you keep on dressing me, and then I can't say nothing until y'all get done. Cause I know how to hold my mouth. I mute my mic. Y'all talk over me every time y'all.
What Sam's gotta say, brother? Go ahead, brother.
No,
Come on now.
Cap, let me
In the proof. Found the proof.
Aaron Carr, though, whoa. Because Aaron Carr did not get to this conversation. We gotta be fair here. So here, what you want to say, brother? Because you think about when nobody is not. I don't want you to think that we cutting over you. We cutting on each other. We that's who we are. We definitely each other. So we all the fault. So go ahead, brother.
Hey, how you guys doing tonight?
Oh,
See, gets pretty heated.
Peace, brother Aaron. How you doing?
How you guys doing, man? What's going on?
All right.
Captain, Huey, and Chief, JT. So what was the question, JT, again?
Y'all go let him know because I thought you heard Aaron Carr. You didn't hear it?
Well, I thought I did.
You talking about toxic masculinity? Oh, that's right. You didn't hear the sound bite. So what you might have to do, wherever this end, you might have to go back and listen to it. It was Terry Crews was talking to MSNBC of this show, Celsius, right? And then he was talking about what happened to him. But what he was saying about masculinity, it was very disturbing. And it was like he let this certain woman talk for his masculinity instead of owning for what he had done. And he was talking about how little boys need to be a certain way and like making false narratives and stuff. And so the conversation that you hearing, what you get from it.
Okay. Well, since I didn't hear it, but I will say this much: I do realize that there definitely is an attack on it today, on masculinity as it is, and they are really trying to create a narrative to where they're almost making it almost even illegal to even be a man in society today. They want to make provisions for everything else, and definitely not allow men to be men the way they're supposed to. It's twisted. It's very twisted. They're trying to make that, but I'm not gonna fall for it. Okie doke. And I'm gonna stand up for mine, like I heard you say earlier, because I know what's right and I know what kind of world we're living in. But it doesn't surprise me because this was actually prophesied on how this would happen. So it shouldn't really come as a surprise to any of us. But at the same time, you're not gonna twist me up. You're not gonna stop me from raising my sons when I have them, or daughters, to be what they were meant to be. That's pretty much my stand on it.
Okay.
Yo, JT, you can hear me, JT?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this, bro, and then I'm gonna get off because I'm not gonna be up here arguing with niggas who feel like, you know what I'm saying, like niggas is got something against women. We not MGTOW niggas over here. We don't got nothing against women. So I'm gonna say this, bro, and then I'm gonna get off. Listen, at the end of the day, what black men need to stop doing, we need to stop letting women define our manhood. A woman don't make you no fucking man. You're supposed to be a man whether you got a woman or whether you don't. Femininity don't define masculinity. At the end of the day, men is what lead this world. Men. The people who make policies are men, not women. The ones who control the ship is the man. And if you feel other than that, then that's you. Then we ain't got nothing to talk about. Because at the end of the day, I'm not sacrificing my masculinity for nobody, whether it's a woman, whoever. Because at the end of the day, that's all you got. Because that's how I was raised by my father, who was a man, who my mother leaned on when shit got hard. My father didn't lean on her. When shit needed to get done, if somebody needed to get hurt, when it comes to protection or whatever, my mother leaned on my father. He ain't lean on her. When it comes to directing your family, that's the job of a man, not a woman.
The job of a woman is to nurture the children, not direct them.
It's the same balance,
That's the
bro. That's
job
all
of
I'm
a
saying.
woman.
That's all I'm saying.
So at the
Right.
end of the
What
day,
but it's
if
the
your
same
woman,
balance, bro.
if your
Because
woman defines your manhood,
Go ahead, she.
that's
Go ahead,
you.
she.
That's you. And I ain't got and I don't have nothing to say to men like that. Because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna disrespect you, brother. Because at the end of the day, you still a man. So if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But I can't converse with you. Because at the end of the day, my woman respect me as the man. Period.
she's supposed to, bro, and I respect you as a man. The same difference, bro. But
All
you
right
supposed
then.
to respect her as a
So at the
woman,
end
though.
of the day, I'm the captain of my ship. I'm the
And it's
captain.
like
I'm
you
the
looking at,
captain. So guess
oh, what
what?
is he doing, bro?
Guess what?
You got
Guess who
like
makes sure
that's
guess
what
who
they got
makes
to
sure we going the right way? Guess who makes sure we are going the right way?
all
Me,
I'm
not my woman. My
fucked up.
woman take
You
orders
looking
from
at,
me. That's how it works.
everyone how you want to be.
That's
Bro.
how
You
it works. If that don't work for you, if that don't work for you, my brother, if
bro,
that
that's
don't
the
work for
universal
you,
law.
that's you.
That's the
Then me and you
universal,
can't
bro.
converse. Me
That's
and
the
you
law.
can't have man talk because it's
That's
no
the
longer man talk if we
supreme
not
law.
talking about man shit. Period, bro. And I'm out, JT. I'll holler at you, my nigga. Cause I'm not
All
gonna have conversations
Peace
with
out,
shit like
sheep.
this.
Peace out,
Period.
sheep.
I'm out of
Peace
here.
out, bro.
Peace,
All right,
Chief.
I'll hit you up later, bro.
Man,
Peace.
I didn't come here to ruffle no feathers, bro. I was just making a point, bro. I didn't come here to ruffle nobody's feathers. I see I came in here and the whole energy switched. That was never my intent. You feel me, JT? I never been on here nothing like that. I was just trying to make a statement because the way that they consider us and looking at us in the way as a people. And I look at all the YouTubes, and that's just yours and nobody else. We go for everybody, man. Until we get there, figure this thing out. That's the problem. What we losing that. Then they gonna let us be the black this and black that, and let us think that it's white supremacy. Because those are the two only things that's separating us right there. And that's not no real identity to nothing, man. And
Yeah,
they
see,
and I ain't
no, hold on. Let me say this. Let me say this. See, that's what you think that what I'm all about. I'm not all about that. And I have to repeat myself again. I'm out to feel like you fight against white supremacy. But at the same time, this is man's talk again that you fail to miss that all men is invited. Of other than this, can we talk about men? But these men do not want to have this conversation. So now they have to get all about us. And then and I'm saying like this, if these women in the chat, if you ask a good black woman in this chat, any woman, they want a man that's standing for his masculinity first. Okay? And then but what's so sad about tonight, Huey, is that again, us as black men, we can't even stand together. We wants to be right all the time to understand each other. We get what you're saying. We get what you're saying, but at the same time, you're not hearing what we talking about, and that is a disturbed thing. See, I know what I'm talking about because I
came in and I said that all I said was the women. All I said was the women was just as important as the men, bro. That's all
Let
I
me go,
said.
JT. Listen, we gotta say, JT. Let me. I ain't trying to control you.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
want
saying,
to.
bro.
Go ahead,
On which
brother.
I was talking about the feminine energy. Y'all was talking about masculine energy, and the way that it was looking in the chat, like y'all didn't want to hear what the women would say but just to even control your masculine, you got to understand what the feminine is feeling, and that's what we're missing. Because we just think it's all about the masculine, and too much of anything is weird, bro. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just saying for real, like the realize that their place is just as important as our place. It's our places together that make us shine, not one or the other. We can't shine without them, and they can't shine without us. This is what they trying to do: break our fucking our original structure down. And once we get back to fucking the feminine and the masculine together in our households, together strong, they need to be just as strong as us, so our kids and everything else can follow in line. That's all I'm saying. We can't just be strong how we be weak. We gotta fucking have everything together. They gotta be strong as us because they locking all our young brothers and we killing each other by codes and by design, by programming. And that's all I'm saying. People gotta realize they're important. They just important as us.
Brother Huey. Okay, I was raised by single women, nothing but women, no men around. Check that out, brother. After I was able to sacrifice, I made my sacrifice and survive and came back to where I can try and teach our young brothers how to stand as fucking men. Guess what? They rather get a goddamn gun in their fucking hand and shoot their own fucking brother. You know what I'm saying? To me, it don't make no goddamn sense. Never did. And never will. And so, what you're trying to say is very positive. I believe it. And I respect it. I really do. But we're in a fucking goddamn time right now, man, that our women want us to stand up. And we got to stand up. And we must stand up. It's our duty to stand up. You feel what I'm saying?
I got to say this, Huey. I have to say this because there's quite a few things had disturbed me tonight about this. That's what it's about, men's talk. We don't supposed to talk about women. Women supposed to listen and learn. Okay, these are some men that is trying to get their masculinity together. They are trying to get themselves together so they could see that we could be there. And all this here and all this there and all that there, that is not helping. If Aaron Collins has something to say, I'm going to listen to it. Maybe it sounds a little different, but long as it builds up the masculinity, it counts. As she stays asleep. Cat, PY2. That is the problem, brother. Every time we want to have a man talk to build up for us, we always have to bring the women into the conversation. They do not need to be in the conversation. Just as when they talk about women, we don't need to be in their conversation. This is all about sisterhood. So let them build up sisterhood organically. Why is always a problem that when it comes to us, we have other things happening?
But brother JT.
I gotta say this, Cap, because I got a problem with that.
But brother JT, there's the thing. As men, we can learn from the women, and the women can learn from the man. That's all I gotta say. Because everything there's a balance.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying right, well, there's a balance. But I'm saying we talking about masculinity tonight. I want to stick to the issue. It had nothing to do that we disrespected women. It's nothing to do. Oh, they don't have a place. Now you're putting words in my mouth now.
I want to say something. You put
words in other brothers' mouth now. Go ahead, Aaron Collins, because I'm downright pissed off. I
want to basically. I'm gonna say something.
That's why I get pissed off. So, but Aaron Collins, please say something. After that, Muhammad the One, please say something.
Yeah, I'm gonna say something that's scripture based. Okay, the Bible says that iron sharpens iron. So does a man. I'm paraphrasing it. A man has to speak to another man. Sometimes as men, we have to have closed door conversations that don't include women. That don't mean we don't like women. That don't mean we don't love women. But yeah, we really do have to have man-on-man conversations where women are just not privy to it. That's the way we can only grow as brothers and as real men. We have to be that iron to sharpen each other. So sometimes sometimes women cannot be in on our conversations. Now, we love our women, true enough. And I heard a few other brothers say that. But at times, we have to have man-on-man conversations. I know this topic was supposed to be about toxic masculinity. Toxic masculinity never helped a man at all. Toxic masculinity, what I call it, is fake. It's fake masculinity, or that's what machismo is. It's fake masculinity. God never called for us to be macho. He called for us to be masculine. Masculinity is what makes a man a man. What is the root word in masculine? Male. M-A-L-E. So we must be masculine. It doesn't mean being disrespectful. It doesn't mean being outright rude. And I've stated this several times before. A real man just shows up on the scene and be's a man. He doesn't have to be beating on his chest and roaring and growling saying, I'm the man. Just show up on the scene, put your feet, put your boots on, hold your nuts to the ground, and be a man. That's all you got to do. Be a man. A real man has an essence to him that people will automatically recognize. So that's how you do that.
A real man really don't have to say any fucking thing. He don't have to say a fucking thing. If you confront it against somebody that's instigating some problem, all you gotta do is sit there and shut your fucking mouth and just look him straight in the fucking goddamn eye. I know this fucking goddamn strategy. I know it. And it worked for me for decades. Feel me, family? But yet, at the same time, what I know, I'm going to pass it along to the woman just in case when we go out there and fight a fucking battle to make sure that the devils don't, you know, when they overrun the camp, that the women know what to do. Was that? So it's back and forth. And the woman can tell the man, it's okay, this is the plant you look for if you need something to heal yourself. This is the plant you need to everything works hand in hand, like the yin and the yang, same thing. So I will never look down at a woman that got much more knowledge of things that a man has knowledge of. We all got to put it together and work. And I'm trying to say this shit. Everything. I would never talk down to a woman. Never. Because she might know something more than I know. And then what I know, she'll learn from that. It's back and forth. That's how we're going to win this fucking war. That's the only fucking way. But if you don't want to fucking hear a person that been to war, then fuck it. It's your fucking bad. It's how God say. It's your fucking bad. I'm trying to pass along some fucking goddamn war knowledge. But you're going to come at me with some bullshit that I already know? But I'm trying to counter that shit with some positivity, constructive things? Come on now, family. Come on now. You ain't been to war, don't say shit to me. You can't say shit to me.
I'm going to tell you like this. And I'm going to be nice about this. Huey, I was never compared to be other YouTube about white supremacy. I felt that I'm the brother and other brothers out here that trying to make a change to strengthen our community and throughout humanity. And what you say about my channel, because this is man's talk, that's totally disrespectful. All I'm just trying to do to bring a strong narrative as men, to be a strong narrative as music, boxing, you name it. And to that, before you may say that, you should take a look at my channel. And for me, that is our problem. We being a certain I gotta finish, Cap, because I'm a ghost this. I'm a ghost this.
All right, brother, pick up the pace, brother. No disrespect.
Eric, you get your last remarks and everything because
yes, sir.
You know, I make my mistakes here and there. But I have nobody never put me in those categories. I never put you in the categories. When you come on the platform, I respect you as a black man. I respect your existence. I respect that. And what you say about me, you did not respect my existence. And then I know there's other brothers would say certain things, you know, it's all good and everything, man. Show emotion and stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
It's not jumping on you. It's going to go for all us brothers. We have to learn to understand each other as black men, and we have to understand. We have to be in alignment. We have to understand that this world do not like us. So we have to play catch up. So we have to do the necessary thing to protect because the humanity do not want to respect us. Are we part of humanity? Yes, we are. But at the same time, we gotta respect each other as black men. We gotta respect each other. Like I could take some away from Cap. I take some away from She Stay Sleep. I take some away from Aaron Cons. I took some away from you. I take some away the General Africa. I take some away from each brother so I could build for my masculinity and vice versa. But at the same time, why I can't get that respect? Why I want to know why. Why I cannot get that respect.
Okay.
Why I can't. Why I can't get that respect that there is a brother that is trying. And maybe I'm not getting it right, but he's trying. None of us ain't gonna get it right. And I know there's a word people say, oh, this world is inclusive of everybody. No, I don't. And when I walk the 7-Eleven this time of the night, I get followed. The black woman get followed. Our kids get followed. That is reality. And it's all about status and status quo. I'm not saying nationality happened to them. Yeah, it could be it happened, but it happened a lot more of us. Because you know why? Because our policies has been settled for a long time, for decades, even centuries. And all I'm just saying, you know, for me, Aaron Collins, Huey, and Cap, make your last remarks. And after that, I'm closing this shit out. I'm closing it out. And the ones who came in the chat, came in the panel, the ones still listen, thank you very much for coming and everything. But I'm closing this shit out. Yo, make your last remarks. I'm closing this shit out.
It's got heavy, huh, bro? Welcome to war, baby! Welcome to war! This is war that we are in right now. So it's no quitting, it's no stopping, it's no nothing. If we're trying to get the issues addressed, you keep going strong. That's all I gotta say. You know, you can't, there's no quitting out there in the battlefield, baby. I'm letting you know right here and now. If I'm yelling, my apologies. I'm gonna come down. There's no apology. There is no stopping. There is no quitting in the battlefield, family. None. You gotta stay strong. Regardless if you're gonna have people on your team that you oppose of, but at the same time, we still got a same mission to accomplish. You see what I'm saying? We still got the same mission to accomplish. You know, and the sisters out there, hey, I got your back. I'll do whatever I can to have your back. Either I know you or I don't know you. If I see you out in public and somebody's fucking with you, I got you, sister. Don't worry about it. Because my life don't mean shit in this goddamn country as a veteran. So I'm going to make my life mean something to protect you. The other thing is, other thing is we got to stop wasting our time asking our sisters what they want from us black men to do. Us black men know what we're supposed to do. And the black women know what we're supposed to do. So it's no use asking that question. Just do it. That's it. Just do it. I would never ask a black woman what I'm supposed to do because I got to do it. She'll give me a little hint, but I'm gonna do it. And we gotta protect each other. And to order. I mean, power to the people, brother. I never meant to come across you in a negative way, brother. Never. Okay. But there's some things that you don't understand. You never been to combat, brother. You never understand. And we're at combat. We're behind enemy's lines right now. Our birth land is our enemy's land. So we gotta stop loving everybody else, but love our own people. Okay. So I'm gonna shut my fucking mouth up and let the other folks talk.
All right, thank you. Next.
Yeah, what's going on, everyone? Hey, Cap, JT. I just wanted to say that, you know what, the fight don't stop. You know, as quiet as it's kept, you know, we got a lot of issues going on in the world today, but I really still believe that there's some hope in the world. And you know what, manhood gonna continue to go on. Let's continue to be a man, continue to do what you're supposed to do. I know I'm going to. Did we drop the ball? Yeah. I mean, being a man means making mistakes too. Dropped the ball. I've dropped the ball several times. But one thing I definitely know for certain is that I love women, and I'm gonna take care of what I need to take care of. Be a man and look out, and I don't have to go my own way just to show that I'm a man. I'm gonna stay right here. I'm gonna get some feminine energy in my life eventually, and I'm gonna do it, make it do what it do, and make it. We can do this. And I wanted to address something that Brother Huey said earlier, that yeah, our women can be equal to us, but at the same time, there's certain things that are required of both of us. That the man is required to do a little bit more than a woman, for the simple fact that the man is looked at as a protector. The man's always been looked at as the conqueror, the protector, the provider, all that stuff. Basically, the covering. It's a protective covering. And that's not to be demeaning to the woman either. The woman is the nurturer, because the woman spends the most time with the child, is also the home builder. These are the duties that are required of us. But anyway, I just want to go and say that I love every last one of you all. I love everyone in the chat. Let's make this shit happen.
Yeah, stay right there, Aaron Collins. Stay right there. Huey, you want to make your last remark, please?
Once again, brothers, man, JT, is always a pleasure, bro. I never meant to disrespect you if I came off like I did. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man, and this is man talk. So, you know what I'm saying? I can always apologize for that. Never meant to come off in no type of way like that. My thing is, bro, that we are needed to be together, man. Without unity, man, we ain't got shit. You feel me? And that's for everybody around the board. And once we really get the fucking picture of that, right? More than so, it starts within yourself. At the end of the day, it all starts with inside of you. Your ripple effect starts with inside of you. You came in this world and you leave in this world on your own time, on your own merit. You feel what I'm saying? All we got is now. Now is forever. You feel me? Now we've been on this thing for a minute arguing. We walking out of this now, and it's still gonna be a now, because now is forever. That's one thing that's a fact. Like, I be trying to deal with facts and things and how you can operate shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because they got us all up under a big spell, man, and it's really deep what they doing, because y'all really right. We fighting for our mind. We fighting for our spirit. We fighting for all of that, because that's what it's after. We thinking that it's a physical war. We trying to worry about a physical war when it's a more of a spiritual war. So that's like going to a gunfight with a knife, not knowing what type of fight you're going to. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, I just wanted to shed a little light with y'all, man. I love everybody, man. I just want y'all to just keep y'all energy and y'all vibration up. Know that the collective conscience is out here operating right now, and we are all part of it all. We are all breathing the same air right now. And just know, when the air go out, this whole thing is over for everyone. So if they waiting on the end time, or watching the end days, or thinking about a sign from the time, or thinking about a sign, listen to the sign, or listen to a voice when someone's speaking from the heart sometime, and just really try to hear what somebody's saying. And trust what you're saying, and know that we ain't black. Trust what you know in your face, what they taught you. Y'all could be black if y'all want, cool, but I know my skin is brown. They taught us what was black, white, yellow, green, and brown, and I ain't never seen in my life seen nobody white. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of things that I like to think and like to say and what I write in my rhymes when I'm rapping on the track. And I holler back y'all next time when y'all see me. Get back, Huey P. Once love. You know what I'm saying? My boy TJ, you already know what it is, but I got nothing but love for you, man. I holler at you every day. One love.
Peace. But I say, I was stated, but I say this before I get, damn, well, they must know like Muhammad the One, but I say this though. I'm gonna do whatever I can to be right. And sometimes my right might not be your right or anybody else right, but long as I'm on that, that's all what counts. And be a man's talk at times, it's going to get greased. But at the same time, we got to stand up being men. And that's what it's all about. That's what it is. See, it's not all about me creating this. It's us brothers create this. And we at the same time, though, that what's wrong for me? What's wrong to fight for my own masculinity? What is wrong that a woman? I want that woman to smile, have a smile on her face. He said, "Yeah, I see you, JT. Shy, got your masculinity." I want to put a smile on that woman's face. I want her to know, like she walked down there. He's right there. You don't have to be loud and all that. And again, what's so sad about it? Still ain't together, man. Not, man. Far away, man. We going after fathom movements that doesn't make no sense to me. It's like, and so for me, it's like we fought, and then at the same time that I hope that one day before I go, and it be like 45, 50 years from now, that us as men, especially us as African men around the world, could say, okay, we could move on this, we could strengthen our family, and our sisters and our queens got it. I just hope, because to me, it's like we again that I cannot go against our ancestors. I'm not built for that. I'm just built for our people. And so I understand what's going on in the world, very loud and clear. And it just for me, Muhammad's the one. I'm trying to get you back on. I know YouTube had kicked you. I wait till you get you on so you can make your last remarks. And I say a little thing. And I'm closing this out, man. This to me is like, yeah, we think we got things figured out. We don't. We don't. We don't. We don't. We don't. No.
But brother, you remember saying.
We don't. There's few brothers. Some we don't. We really don't. We don't like to stay. We don't like to stay in the subject. We do not respect each other. I ain't talking about the ones that we don't respect each other's existence. We don't say, okay, we can move on this. I can take a little here, I can take a little here, I can take a little there, and let's build. That's what our sisters want us to do. Our sisters want us to be master, to take care, to strengthen our masculinity so we can take care of them and our babies.
Brother,
This is all about. This really is all about. Muhammad's the one. Make your last remark, please. I'm ghosting this shit.
No disrespect, brother. But don't, to be a leader, you got to have a whole lot of strength. You feel what I'm saying? You just can't cut shit up because things affect you the wrong way. You can't do that.
No, don't get it twisted. No, I'm not saying that at all. We're still gonna have men's talks. We still gonna talk. It just that we're gonna have that. We definitely have that. Mom was the one to speak, please.
Well, until that person comes up, you know, we're waiting on that person. I don't know who that person is. Are they there?
Mm-hmm. Mom's the one.
There?
Yeah, sometimes his connection too. Sometimes connection be fucking up. Yo, Muhammad, come on. Go ahead and speak. Go ahead and speak. Go and make your last remarks, please, brother. Hello, Mom's the one.
Hey, brother.
All right. You know, listen, brother, to you. Hear me? Oh.
Yeah,
hello.
Go ahead. Go and speak.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Listen, man. JT, thank you for having me on the panel. Much respect to your panel. To your show. And I know the conversation went a little sideways from its original intent. But sometimes I guess things come out because, brothers have a lot to get off their chest. And I get that. Okay. But us as men, okay, I will say this. A nation could rise no higher than its woman. Okay. With that in mind, we still have to have the men to have, to do build sessions, to be amongst themselves. So when we do reapproach the woman, we have plans of action in tow. Okay. And sometimes it takes the absence of that woman for us to get our plans across. So there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. Nothing wrong with that at all. And we have to be more stronger because of what's happening with this politically correct BS that I see out here in front of us every day. Okay. And it's a whole different world out here now. They even teaching it to our young boys in the education system. And I see it. And, to me, it's not correct. But at the same time, there are some women that kind of co-sign on that too. Okay. And I done seen that. And that's not correct. Okay. But again, I have a question for you, brothers. Who pushes this agenda? All right. It's not our people, but then our people take the bait and then we become the face of that movement, inadvertently. Okay. And we have to stop that because, we are copying we're copying what they put out there, and we have to start thinking for ourselves. We have to start doing for self, get up off our butts and stop being lazy and start doing what we have to do. Because just like the Captain PY said, this is a war, okay? And this has been going on ever since we came to these shores against our will, all right? Understand that. The original man is the original man. I don't call myself a person of color. The person of color is that other man because they come from us. Always remember that. And that's been scientifically proven, okay? So now, saying to get too deep on it, but you understand, I have a certain understanding of this. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, okay? And a lot of our people don't possess that, but they have to learn it and they have to study it. Because before we can go forward, we have to understand where we're at. Because if you're just gonna rudder through like a rudderless ship in the night, where are you going? You understand? Where are you going? So we have to, pack ourselves in and do what we have to do. And that's just the bottom line. Okay. And I'm going to protect my masculinity to the utmost. And with that, I bid everybody peace, blessings, and love to the chat and to the women in the chat. Much respect. Salute. LDBC in effect. Again, thank you, brothers. Y'all have a blessed night. And thank you again, JT. Thank you again.
Appreciate that. Hold right there. I'm going to say a few things. Next Friday, God's willing, I'm still here. I will have the man. It's good. I think it's going to be a continuation. This might be a continuation next week, and it has to be structured. It's going to be structured, and it's going to be respect. And the ones who heard the sound bites, the ones who heard the sound bites, I want you, especially Aaron Collins, I want you to go back and hear that whenever I end this. But you online what you say. I'm just saying you online, but you get the better breath of it. Huey, I want you to go back and hear the sound bites. The ones who came in, so you get the better breath than what we talk about. And us as men, especially us as men of color, we gotta start from somewhere. We gotta start from somewhere. We gotta stop heading. We gotta stop being, like I said 10 minutes ago, these phantom movement that don't appeal to us. Now I know people gonna say, there's some people they respect us. Just the world, nah, ain't like that. All I have to say, I'm still gonna have this man's talk, and we still gonna talk on masculinity, and we're gonna build. Even there are some brothers and sisters don't think we should. We are. We in this piece. And if some of y'all don't like it, don't come. Because we're going to build. We're going to build, especially our people. We have the right to protect our women and kids. We have the right to strengthen our masculinity, period. We have the right, whatever who trying to compromise our masculinity, we have the right to say it. We have the right to protect it. Anything else that some of us as a people or throughout humanity think is contrary, y'all go to hell. I mean it. Go to hell. And on that note, I thank everybody that got on the panel. Very much appreciated. I might be up for a while because I have to take care of some things and think things out because I'm really pissed off. But at the same time, I'm glad we had this conversation. And I most likely it's going to be continuation next week. And I make it so bad we ain't get a chance to talk about the subtopics of where I want to take this. And us as brothers take this. And I want to salute the brothers. I want to salute the kings and the queens that's in the chat. I want to thank you so much to be patient. I want to thank you so much to believe in us and stand up for our masculinity, especially our women, queens. I want to thank you so much. I appreciate you. You, the brothers on the panel, appreciate you. I remember one thing like my late father always said this. And said this is sometimes us as a people, we sometimes when you think you're right, sometimes you gotta take a step back. When you're in the situation, sometimes You don't see the things, but when you take a step back, when you see that situation, when you understand that person that trying to be constructive, you can learn from them. And that's what I'm all about. I'm all about building. I'm all about learning constructive things that help build us as men. That's what I'm all about. Oh, I'm just saying, man. Some of us brothers, man, man, we just want to we just want to stand our own form, man. We just want to be right, man. We want to see how certain things what it is, man. And sometimes it's illusion. I have to learn it myself, man. Oh, I'm just saying, man. Respect each other. Respect each other existence, man. Because you want the next man to respect yours. So I'm saying, man. Because I'm not letting no man disrespect my existence. I ain't live here almost 53 years for nothing, yo. And I learned from my elders and OGs. And the ones that told me, matter of fact, I did 2 parts, LGs and elders. Part 1 and 2. Look it up, yo. You might learn something, man. Oh, I'm just saying, man. We need to get together, man. That's all I'm saying, man. Because just like the late great Curtis Mayfield is, man. We people darker than blue black in 1970. Curtis LP, man. It'll genocide each other, man. And after he say he hope he see another day, ain't gonna be no another day when the black man gone, man. And when I'm talking about genocide each other, I ain't talking about killing. I'm talking about genocide each other, man, of the mindset, man. Putting labels on other people that don't fit, man. Motherfuckers got me. Y'all ain't get me fucked up. But everybody else, be good, be prosperous to your family, protect them. I will pray for everybody's family, even the one who got off the panel, even the ones in there. God created me as a man, and I know God created me as a woman, and He created us to reproduce. So we gotta have a strong family, strong community, strong nation. It's got to be black first, man. It's got to be us as people. On that note, man, Ghost.